Anthony are no strangers to scandal.
Opie and Anthony on satellite radio.
Apparently, Opie and Anthony are dicks.
Oh, here they go again.
It's a fun, dopey radio show.
Not just any radio show. A radio show that inspires beyond your wildest dreams.
The show was a lot funnier on NEW.
The show's hosts, Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie Hughes.
Controversial team.
6 years without getting fired, a new record for us.
It's just astounding to me.
I didn't want to say it's racist, but goddamn.
This show will rock as best as we could possibly do this radio show.
I'm going to go home and whack to a tranny later. There you go, all right?
God, we just lost our demo, man. What's wrong with you?
Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
The Opie and Anthony Show, the most popular show in the history of satellite radio.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, boy.
La.
Friday.
La.
We got a skeleton crew today.
Skeleton crew.
Yeah, Sam's at a wedding in Kentucky.
What?
I didn't realize he was getting married already.
Is it him? He eloped in Kentucky?
I think something's going on because he announced his engagement on Wednesday, and now he's gone for a wedding in Kentucky, and his mom, Bobby's from Kentucky. So I'm starting to think that Sam decided to get married. So I think there's more to the story, and hopefully we'll find out on Monday.
He winged off to Kentucky for a wedding?
Yeah.
God, that sounds dull. Sorry, but that sounds dull.
Yeah, if you're going to take days off, make it fun.
Like a wedding in L.A. or something.
Exactly.
Something. Kentucky, what are they doing? I bet they have big hats, like at the Kentucky Derby. I bet the wedding is just like big hats.
Why did you have to bring up hats?
What? Oh.
Don't bring up hats.
Yeah, those pictures were pretty,
What picture?
I don't even understand
Don't even
them.
tell Jimmy, because Jimmy's obsessed with hats.
What hat?
Really? I've never heard him mention
Jimmy
a hat once.
loves
I keep it under my hat.
Course of his career here.
And I'll mention the hat. I'll explain the hats in a second. And then Travis has the vomits and the shitties.
Yeah, Travis.
Last minute vomits and shitties for Travis.
Oh, no.
Said he was vomiting uncontrollably.
And he's mad at me because we were having a little. We were bonding after yesterday's show, and I said
vomit and shit stories.
Basically, because I go, I got to ask you something. You know, since you've become a father, do you get sick more often? Because I do. Because my kid picks up shit from the pediatrician, comes home, and we all get sick. He goes, no, man, I actually been really, really lucky, and pretty much I've been. I haven't been sick in over a year and a half. Pretty much the whole time.
The jinx.
Yeah, and
did he knock wood? No.
No, 3:30 in the morning, we get the email that he's vomiting and shitting, and I had to write him back. And he's like, that's exactly what I told my wife, that you jinxed me yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit,
the
sorry.
Jinx is in.
Sorry. So,
poor bastard.
I know, he should never read reports about his own performance.
Well, the hats.
The hats!
I was out on Long Island doing some of that therapy. And I stopped in to see my brother at F.H. Riley's. I actually did the right thing. And
in the heart of Huntington Village?
Yeah, 400 New York Avenue. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere
Don't really
around
need the help anymore because the fans, I'll tell you what happened. Me and my brother opened up.
Took over?
Me and my brother opened up a restaurant. I'm a silent partner. And I was able to push the restaurant in the beginning, and the fans supported the place big time and allowed us to get through that first year, which is really, really tough. And now it's all about him and his fucking food and his reputation.
Yeah.
And the fans still go there, and we appreciate that, obviously. But we don't need to promote. There's
it's just a built-in fucking following
he's
now.
Kicking fucking ass. He really is.
Great.
But I did the right thing, and I decided to give him the Islanders tickets yesterday because I'm refusing to go to the games at this point.
Yeah.
And they were playing the Rangers last night, so I stopped in FH to give him the tickets. And
was it like a big Opie sighting? Was like, oh, look who came
at F.H. Riley's? Remember what I said a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
It's about his reputation. I think the people at F.H. Riley's, safe to say, have no fucking idea who I am. Because the entire restaurant was taken over by a bunch of old ladies in really disturbing red hats.
Oh. Was there an
Hence the hats,
African
Jimmy.
gentleman removing them? That would be the only fun thing.
One of the many jokes that were made when I tweeted the picture yesterday afternoon. But it was uncomfortable to look at.
Just old ladies in red hats.
Old ladies in red hats. And I guess this is a phenomenon that happens across America.
No way. It's that big?
I guess so.
And what is the
Do you want the
purpose?
real answer? I didn't really want the real answer when I tweeted the picture. I wanted goof answers.
Well, yeah, goof answers, but at some point I would like to know what this is all about.
Jimmy, there's the
Sounds,
picture.
Something communist.
And then some of the women, because they're wearing the red hats, want to make sure their jackets are red, or maybe another piece of
I see that.
their attire is red.
There's one jacket is red there.
And by the way, the picture...
Is it that they miss their periods so much because none of them have had them for about a quarter century?
Thank you, Anthony. That's what I was looking for yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, they're very old and they got red hats on. In this particular picture, I think, because it blends in with the brick at FH,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like 7 or 8 of them with red hats.
And they're different types of hats. It's not like guardian angels all wearing berets.
Correct.
Like one has a big floppy hat.
That's what I determined, that I guess it's obviously some kind of club. And when you join the club, it's not like they hand out the same red hat to every lady.
Right.
You get to really pick out your own
freedom in your
groovy red hat.
Yeah, and your hat choosings.
What you don't see is, because I couldn't get the whole restaurant because the picture wouldn't came out that well, but to the left of this picture is 2 more tables filled with red hats.
Get the Pano app.
I know.
You got Oh, wait a minute.
I know. I saw you using that the other day.
That's right.
Know.
Yes.
I know. My cell phone guy did call me and said that there's a BlackBerry coming out that he thinks I'm going to like.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone's laughing at me.
It's just because
Everyone's laughing at me.
It goes on and on.
Don't forget who had the first fucking great phone in this joint.
The Pebble?
The Pebble was
the Pebble
was way ahead of what you guys had at the time.
It looked like what they launched Spock out of in the Wrath of Khan.
Well, my phone was better than yours at that time.
I was getting television on my phone at that time.
Yeah, but
I was like,
but your phone didn't look like a rock.
This is what I had when you had the Pebble. It's like one of the first smartphones to come out.
Damn.
What was that?
It was the Motorola Q. It was a piece of shit.
Oh,
but
the Q?
Yeah.
At the time, it was slightly impressive.
And then I went with the Trio. Let's not forget the Trio.
The Trio, yes, oof.
The good old Trio. But anyway, so the restaurant was filled with these old ladies with their red hats.
The red hats.
I look at my brother. What the fuck's going on, man? Is this a cult or something?
Don't knock my fucking clientele.
No, I know.
Wear hats. Who gives a shit?
I mean,
serve them food, drinks. Were they drinking? Shirley Temples.
They were chatting.
They drinking vodka cranberry. All red drinks.
I didn't really see any drinking going on.
Yeah.
They're just like.
Were they just yapping about fucking old lady shit?
Yeah.
Yapping about ailments.
Yeah.
With their red hats covering up fucking
No, they were-
brain tumor bumps.
Head lumps.
Head lumps.
They were very happy to be there.
Yeah.
Extremely
I bet.
happy. It was a afternoon out for the ladies.
Fucking
And
an
the red
afternoon
hats.
out because they're just cooped up in their home.
Do you want the real answer?
I certainly do. I want to know what this red hat thing is about.
I guess I appreciate the people that did give me the real answer after all, but I was looking for some jokes yesterday.
And it's the Red Hat Society.
Exactly. It's the Red Hat Society, and it's not a local thing. Because then somebody else tweeted a picture. A Red Hat Society thing was going down in a restaurant that this guy was at. I forgot what state he was in. At the same time.
It sounds like some kind of conspiracy. Red hats all over the nation. I'm putting on my red hat and getting to the bottom of this.
Are you, Jesse?
What are you again? I don't remember.
I'm a Navy SEAL, a governor, a red hat wearing moron.
But what is the purpose of the Red Hat Society? Because then everyone gave me, everyone tweeted the website. I'm like, I'm not going to read up on this.
Yeah, like you
Tell me what it's about.
It.
In 140 characters, please.
Yeah, give me one tweet.
Right.
I'll give you a tweet's worth of letters.
Yeah, please.
To explain this drivel.
Don't tweet links where then I have to go there and read up on it. What the fuck is it about? Oh, his mom's a Red Hat Society member. Eric in Jersey.
Sorry.
Hey guys, how are you?
Morning, Eric. What is the Red Hat Society about?
Oh, as far as I know, you've struck upon the 2 key factors of the Red Hat Society.
Yeah.
They're old women, and they wear red hats.
That's pretty much it.
It's a fucking social group. And it's just a bunch of her friends, and they get together, and they go out to a restaurant, and they wear a nice red hat. And they all have these massive collections of creative and different and fancy red hats, and they go out and
Is there a big to do like trying to choose which hat?
I think
like,
so.
Oh, what'll I wear?
I think they hunt out their red hat, so they stand out among the other red hat wearers.
It's their gang colors.
They got the red and blue hats, and they go and kill each other with fucking hat pins.
You think they beat in each other?
Yes. Oh, they have roll-by shootings in their wheelchairs.
They poke each other to death with hat pins.
Eric, Eric, you do realize that they look ridiculous wearing their red hats.
Absolutely. My mom's in the Red Hat Society in Tucson, Arizona, and it's that's all it is.
I'm starting to.
When she gets all excited, we'll be out shopping or something. She'll see a new red hat. Oh, look, a red hat!
This just sounds silly.
I'm starting to think that it just gotta suck to get old. And there's boredom that happens.
Thanks, man.
Because probably a lot of these women, did the thing and had their kids and whatever, and maybe a lot of their husbands are now dead. Their kids are, living their own lives.
Grown up, gone.
So then they join the Red Hat Society to pass the days, I guess. I don't know what they do. They get together and have lunch and look ridiculous in their red hats. Enough about the hats.
Enough about the hats.
There was a Simpsons episode where Marge wanted to join the Red Hat Society.
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck.
Well,
this is bigger than I realized.
Erock would know about that.
Erock?
He's a big fan of The Simpsons.
I vaguely remember that one.
Oh,
thank you.
I do have something on the red hats. Down south, at least that I saw in Florida, they would do red hats and purple dresses. So you'd see a huge group of just the same hat, but also
and these
the
were
same
white
dress.
people?
Old white ladies.
Wearing red hats and
With a lot
purple
of money.
dresses.
Oh, my God.
Sounds like the outside of a Baptist church.
How unfuckable do you want to look?
I know.
Oh. Brian in Philly.
Hey, good morning, Opie Anthony.
What's up?
Yeah, there was a episode of The Simpsons where Marge was desperate to join this Red Hat Society. She thought that if she could fit in, she'd be part of the upper class of society, but it ended in disappointment because when she got in, it turned out they were just a bunch of cunts.
Oh, really? Were they all stuck up?
Yeah, that's about it.
These women looked like they had a bit of an attitude. I didn't want to delve too much into it because it's my brother's joint. I didn't want to blow up his spot, but trust me, I wanted to do an expose on the Red Hat Society at FH yesterday.
Did you know a woman under the age of 50 may become a member, but she wears a pink hat and lavender attire to society events until she reaches her 50th birthday? Then, and she will be referred to until then as a pink hatter.
And that's bad? Pink looks better on women than red. And what
Pink
does that?
hatters are they're like the young.
And what does that mean?
chippies.
That they have some juice left in their cunts?
Yeah, it hasn't been completely wiped barren.
I don't think they like to put it that way, but you're probably right.
Is that in their bylaws?
At this point, I want to say good morning to my in-laws that listen every morning at this time.
They love it.
No, they do actually. What do you think? They give the
yeah, a little moisture left.
Do you think they got a little moisture left?
A little moisture. There might be one egg waiting to drop.
And there is an age limit.
Oh, there is.
What's the age limit, Mike? Is that what Ant was talking about?
Mike? No, I was reading it off of...
I was going to touch on the same subject. Oh, and good morning, Jimmy.
Oh, I thought there was an age limit as far as how old they could be.
Oh,
no,
God.
They can be as old as...
The red hat in the coffin.
Really?
And they each try
no age limit.
I stink. That's funny.
They try to see who can outdo each other by getting the bigger, dumber hat and get all that stupid costume jewelry on.
Well, how is it that I've lived this long and I'd never heard of the Red Hat Society?
Because you're a guy, you have no interaction with anybody.
Yeah, but we do a radio show, so
Old
we pick up on things that we would never pick up on if we didn't have a radio show. You know what I mean? But this is something that it's out of the blue,
out of the red,
out of the red.
Yes,
my mom got on.
All right, listen.
Oh, Jesus.
There's the purple dresses and the red hats.
There's two people that
or those
probably get everybody their drinks and food.
I was going to say, or are those two naked?
It's a group picture, and
it sure is.
There's a couple of people that don't look like they fit.
Oh boy, looks like whatever. I'm not the racist.
And they give him names like
Fucking
that. The
influencing me like that.
Wesley Red Hatters.
I guess.
Motorcycle gang.
I would love to think that it's some kind of sorority thing and there's just evil sorority shit going on.
Yeah, you think like, they're hazing each other with fucking wiffle ball bats?
Right. Jason in New York. I just wanted to bring this up for 2 minutes, I swear.
I know,
but look at the
now
phones. It's a whole thing
I'm
now.
Fixated on that dumb hats.
Jason, what's up?
What's up? What do you call them? They actually give each other little names where my mother's name is
Hattie.
Queen Does Everything, where they, if somebody does something, they get a name like Queen, what is it? I think one of them is Queen Alcohol because they actually, all they do is go out and get drunk.
And your mom's name is what?
Queen Does Everything.
Are they all have names that start with Queen?
Yeah, Queen, Princess.
Oh, my God.
Princess, Queen. Oh,
and
God.
all these broads. We're looking at another group picture. They were all pieces of asses during their time.
Well, probably some of them.
Most of them, right?
Most of them, probably.
And this is how it ends
goers.
up? This is how it ends up?
That's it.
You're having lunch with a goofy red hat on somewhere?
Yep.
At one point, a guy with a pencil mustache was getting his red wings with her, and now it's red hats. Jeez, how disappointing.
Hey, this is a nice coincidence. Always Sunny in Philly talked about the Red Hat Society last night there, MC.
Yeah, morning, boys.
Morning.
Yeah, they went to Atlantic City in the episode last night, and it was a quick little montage, and they were getting smashed. A quick little picture with all these old bats and red hats, and like that guy said, they were all wearing purple dresses. My girlfriend's grandma used to be part of this, and I think the only common bond is that they're old and they wear red hats.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
Seems to be
at.
the only common bond.
We don't know what else it's about. Do they at least raise money for a good cause or something?
I don't know. I think it's just the fact that they're all fucking geriatric old women.
Origin, though? I want an origin here.
I want
Where
something.
do they come from? What, like,
Danny's
how
doing
did it
research.
start?
I don't know. Thank you, sir.
History.
I don't know your name, but it looks like you're calling from Indiana. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Ryan. First, you blocked me on Twitter, Opie, and that made me sad. But
I only block complete assholes, so you must have said
I don't know
something.
what I did to you, sir, but whatever it was, I apologize. But anyway.
Well,
what's your Twitter name?
Yeah, what is your Twitter name?
It's yeah. All right. So.
Well, that means you were hiding behind your Twitter. That means you did say something.
What's your
shitty.
Twitter name?
Then
What's your Twitter name?
We can review your tweets.
Right.
Okay, it's RideDog23.
Oh, I know this guy.
You do?
No.
Why? What did I do?
He's kidding, dude.
Oh, my God. Maybe it's because you're so fucking sensitive.
How do you spell that?
RYDOGG23. I told you to shit your hat once, James. Perhaps that's what maybe got
Shit in your hat.
Wait,
is
so
funny.
Jimmy blocked you too?
No, Jimmy didn't block me, but you did, Opie, and that made me sad.
All right, I'll take a look, and I pardon people all the time, so maybe I was just being a fucking asshole.
What's his name? I'll look it up.
RYDOGG23.
Yeah, please pardon me, sir.
Congratulations, you just got a bunch of followers today. That's all it takes.
See?
I went to a buddy's mom's funeral, and all the chicks put their red hats on the coffin. Very bizarre.
Oh, is that like a thing they do when they die?
I don't know if it's like a thing they all do, but that was the move. Everyone who came up to view her placed their hat on the coffin. It's very kind of surreal.
Yeah, this is a whole...
Can we go to the history there, Danny, for a sec? I saw that up there. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
The founder of the society is artist Sue Ellen Cooper. She's in Fullerton, California. In 1997, Cooper gave a friend a 55th birthday gift consisting of a red fedora purchased a year earlier at a thrift store, along with a copy of Jenny Joseph's poem Warning. The opening lines of the poem read, "When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat that doesn't go and doesn't suit me."
Sounds like a beating. I'll wear purple.
I'll wear purple.
Can we get the rest of the
Purple
poem?
under her eye.
We need the rest of the poem if it's short.
Warning. Cooper repeated the gift on request several times, and eventually several of the women bought purple outfits and held a tea party. Cooper never set out to ignite an international phenomenon. However, after spreading by word of mouth, the society first received national publicity in 2000. I thought this was like an ancient thing. Let's see. Cooper then established a hat quarters, get it? To field the hundreds of emails requests for help starting chapters, and now serves as Exalted Queen Mother and has written 2 best-selling books about the society. So it's a relatively new thing, 97. I thought this might have gone back to the Civil War or something.
Oh, my God.
But no.
It's taken over the country,
It's a bunch of stupid white old biddies who want to fit in.
Yeah, I thought they were commemorating maybe JFK and his ride in Dallas.
Thank you. Another goof answer. That's what I was looking for yesterday.
It looks like a hat.
Yes.
It's red.
Jimmy, you're good at reading poems, aren't you?
Yes.
Jimmy's a great
Poetry.
poem reader because we
Yeah.
got the poem. Maybe we could do it. The first, are they called stanzas?
Stanzas, yes.
Stanza.
Before that, really fast, Chris in Maryland. Go ahead, Chris.
Can't stanza.
We should start a red hat removal society. We can wait.
Can you imagine?
Just go around cold cocking them from the side.
Can you imagine?
Watching those hats fly off.
Can you imagine the Bloods really do have a problem because they're wearing their colors?
Yeah,
And they just start removing them all over the country. You know what the Bloods are wearing these days?
What are they wearing?
Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, yeah?
That's their thing.
The sports teams must love when a gang just embraces them.
That's their
They must
thing.
really love that.
Uptown, that's their thing.
Who?
The Bloods are wearing the Cincinnati Reds hat. That's their thing right now. That's right.
Yeah, huh?
Hey, man, I don't get mad at me. It was in the paper.
Hey.
It was in the paper.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Because the court system is very mad because gang members are showing up with their colors.
In court?
Yeah, because they're wearing the Cincinnati Reds hat. And
They make them take their hats off, though, in court. You got to take your hat off.
It's been a big thing, though. They're
Disrespect.
they don't want the gangs wearing their colors in court. You want to read the poem, Jimmy, for the Red Hat Society? I guess this is what started it all.
I get it. Here's what it is.
Do you need some music? You need the lights down? I know you're very serious about your poem reading.
Well, this one is kind of really just takes you where you need to go on its own because
Erock does have music. I want to see what he picked out.
Whatever he picked.
Wait, do you like that, Jimmy?
Sure.
Nice.
Okay. Jim Norton with the reading of what?
Warning.
Yeah. I think this has something to do with what happens when it gets all dry in there.
Is that it?
Yeah. This is known as the post-hysterectomy poem. When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickles for 1 week, and hoarder pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry, and pay our rent, and not swear in the street, and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I want to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I'm old and start to wear purple.
Wow. I'm going to snap. I'm just going to snap like the old beatniks did.
Damn, you know how to read a good poem.
That was...
you almost brought a tear to my eye.
Compelling.
I'm like, what? Where's the bit?
I know. Where's the bit?
I got moisture in my eyes, Jimmy.
I don't know what that was, Jimmy, but
Jesus.
it was beautiful.
That poem is shit. It's shit.
Pile of shite.
It's really...
What part bothered you?
For me, what it is, it's like you put a funnel over my ear and shit into it. Can I see that again, Dan, so I can...
Break it down. What does it mean? Is it a woman getting older, thinking about her wasted youth?
It's about someone who just goes, you know what? No more conforming.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna get crazy now. I'm gonna make up for all that listening to the rules, Jazz.
But in her older years.
Yes, when I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple. Because you're not supposed to wear purple.
She's just gonna do wild things and hoard pens and pencils.
Yeah, and it's like I didn't like the thing. This is like old, Good Housekeeping editor would laugh at this.
Yes.
Like, and satin sandals and say, we've no money for butter.
We've no money for butter.
And then her husband would go, but you have on satin sandals and you're dressed like a Puerto Rican. This poem makes me angry.
We've no money for butter. That was a line from Last Tango in Paris. Two fingers, get the butter. Oh, God. And with those 2 fingers up his ass with the butter.
For a cold reading, though, that was terrific, man.
Oh.
You can make a living doing that in coffee houses.
And learn to spit.
Oh, yeah. Man.
And learn to spit? No. And that's kind of a few lines after eating the sausage. Yikes.
It's like all these crazy things she's going to do.
It's like a bucket list.
Terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat sausage and bread and pickles. She's just going to do what she wants.
Erock's poem.
You don't want an older lady eating sausage and pickles ever.
Oh, God, imagine the dumps and farts.
God, I bet you my brother's cleaning out F.H. Riley's today. How much sausage and pickles did he serve yesterday?
Need sausage and pickles and butter.
Very good idea. Stalker Patty, I think she's pushing about 60 right now. We should get her in the Red Hat Society.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
We should infiltrate the Red Hat Society with Stalker Patty.
I'm one of the Red Hat Society.
You think you could do well with the Red Hat Society if you were one of those guys?
It puts you up on the... Oh, what do you mean?
I don't know. Like yesterday, there was literally 30 or 40 at F.H. Riley's with the Red Hats. You're sitting
you think you could walk
at the
in
bar?
There, stroll in like the...
Right.
Oh, the prized cock?
You think it would be easy to pick off a few?
Oh, God. That's beyond cougar.
Hey,
if
man.
there's a red hat laying on your floor next to your bed
and a purple dress.
And a purple dress clumped up in the corner.
And gray pubic hair on your pillowcase.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what are they doing? They're looking to belong to something.
Everybody just wants to belong.
Poor old people.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I should be nice.
Crap. What are they going to do?
Woody Allen once said. Exactly.
Woody Allen said some hilarious.
Yeah.
When I met Diane Keaton, because I did Leno with her, I thought it was Woody Allen's line at her roast. He said, I think she said she's very attractive, but not in the classic sense. And by classic sense, I mean appealing to the eye. Wow. It was something along those lines. But Woody is a funny dude.
Oh, my God. All right, a couple more. I know this is going way too far as far as a dumb picture I took yesterday, but... wow.
That's a good one.
That's a doozy.
She looks like she's in the old folks' home.
She's living
crazy. She's in a wheelchair. She looks in the hundreds. She looks like she's 100 years old.
I would guess, yeah.
With a red jacket, a dumb red hat with a purple band around it.
Right. Stevie on Long Island. Steve.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hello.
My girlfriend's mom is so into this Red Hat Society that she has a special magnet for her car, and she makes sure everywhere she goes out she has a Red Hat pin on, so that when she's not at one of these special gatherings, that if she goes to Walmart or something, if a fellow Red Hatter sees her, they can now discuss all their last meetings and adventures and all that.
What do they do? We've been talking about it for a half hour. I don't know what they do.
They don't do anything. What did you do? We went out for this. We all went out for pie in this place. I bet you know what it is. I bet you that their big secret is that they all love black dick. I bet you the Red Hat Society is a tribute to their pimps. And the pimps put on the red hats.
The red hat with the feather.
Yeah, whoever has the craziest hat gets fucked by the bull.
By Huggy Bear.
All right.
I think it's something a little more ominous.
He would think,
it's a plot to overthrow the government with their red hats.
Are you going to try to fit in, Jesse, and wear a red hat?
I'm wearing a red hat on top of my horrid hair.
Jackass.
Crotch critter.
Thermite red.
Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Supposedly, we just passed the 1-year anniversary of Jesse walking off the show.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
If that wasn't a quick year.
That fucking happened a year ago?
Crotch critter, what's going on?
Damn.
Hey, we live in a real small town down here in Texas. We've got a friend that runs like a costume shop, where you can go get costumes for like the Renaissance Festival and everything else. But anyway, half of her business is making these goofy, stupid-looking fucking hats. I mean, think of like the zoot suits from the 30s.
Yeah.
The better, the more gaudy they are, the longer the feathers, the more stupid shit they have, the more higher they are up in the red hat side. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw some ridiculous hats yesterday, so I guess those were the big wigs.
Well, God bless them. Who are we to say, huh?
Yeah.
Who are we to judge?
They're happy.
Who are we? We're a bunch of guys who won't fuck them. That's who we are.
Exactly.
Well,
They're
that's
young, hot guys.
Oh, those are the youngsters.
Funny you should say that because we got Shane in Tennessee with something. Look at the hot woman. She's not allowed to wear the red hat because she's not old enough yet.
Not old enough.
But she's wearing a really sexy red dress.
Like a pink dress.
Just fucking making them look ridiculous. Yeah, a pink dress, you're
I
right.
think that they look crazy because they're just, that's saying we don't care what anybody thinks.
Right.
We don't give in to conventions anymore.
We've lived our lives and adhered to the rules, and now we're just going wild.
This is what we should have been doing all along. No one's gonna tell us nothing.
Dude, you gotta Google image Red Hat Society.
This is so ugh. It's embarrassing. It's like, what are you trying to? I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's like, what are you? Stop trying to prove something.
It's a big deal.
You shouldn't have listened then.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been the ones who told other people don't say things and don't do. That's your problem that you didn't eat fucking pickles and wear slippers.
And
fuck butter.
Fuck the
that should be the
butter.
name of that poem. Fuck butter.
Fuck butter.
I'll put on some red slippers and sit on a black dick while you're at the office, Harry. Fuck butter.
Harry. Poor Harry.
I like that.
Shane in Tennessee.
Hey, guys, love you. Love the show.
All right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, I ran into a bunch of them up at a convention, like up in Gatlinburg. Man, they had the whole bottom of the hotel set up with shopping area for them and their convention area. But then they sat there, and we got in a hotel or in an elevator with a bunch of my buddies. About 4 of them came in there, and they were doing that thing that happened to you and Aunt, that they were like, show us your cock.
Oh, come on.
They're drunk as piss, sitting there just leaving all over the pool area. Man, they were just freaking horny old bags is all they were.
You think the Red Hat Society means well, but they get a few that are just ruining it.
That are ruining it for
Right.
everybody. I don't like that she's even in our society. And people are getting kicked out, and they're all catty.
Right.
Like one drinks too much and just gets all obnoxious. Fuck your red hat. Your hat looks like shit. Oh, come on.
All right, are we done with the Red Hat Society?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say.
All right. Gave some Red Hats to F.H. Riley's. No, you didn't. You had to drop them off? Tom, you didn't drop off Red Hats to F.H., did you?
No, we didn't drop off red hats. We sent some of our ladies down there.
Oh, see, that's why I'm trying to be careful, because we appreciate the Red Hat Society business, but I don't understand it.
Oh, at the home? They went from the home? What do you have one of those, like, ambulette services?
Oh, wait, you... Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so you went to an old age home and grabbed some of those broads to bring them to FH?
Yes. No, I'm a nurse at the nursing
Explains
home out
the
there,
lack
and
of
we
tipping
have
that was
them
going
in-
on.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
We shipped some of ours to FH yesterday.
All right, well, looked like they were having a good time. Thank you, sir.
Good for them.
Governor Ventura is on the line.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Let's hear.
Sir, Jesse.
You gotta follow the hatch. Follow the hat pins. These are
Follow the hat. Follow the hat.
They're all gonna get in your building and detonate their hats.
Well, what better place to hide explosives than in your red hat? You believe what you hear. I'm not. I was a Navy SEAL.
All right, enough about the Red Hat Society.
Enough about the hats.
But the fucking Google images are just astounding.
Yeah, Google it yourself.
Here's one. It's a whole crowd, and
A
they all
gaggle.
have purple on and big red hats.
Enough of these fucking
Look at the goofball in the middle.
doddering fools.
With a bucket hat that's red.
That's what you got to deal with, too. Once you hit a certain age as a man, that's what you got to deal with as far as the pickings go. See, that's the real problem. That's the problem when fucking women talk about guys being with younger women. That's why.
Yeah.
We don't want to deal with women like that with red hats on, going to Red Hat Society meetings.
Yeah, bunch of smelly old ladies.
Yeah.
Please.
Diaper-esh.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people that went to Woodstock that are now wearing red hats and purple dresses.
They were in behind the fucking trees near the lake, just fucking and blowing guys at the same time. And now they're at the Red Hat Society.
And now they're having lunch with a goofy red hat on.
Guys don't fucking want to deal with that. They don't want to fucking sit there and go, oh, well, the wife's going to the Red Hat Society thing. Fuck that.
You know how we like to talk about how times...
The hat I want to see is a cap and gown.
Does she have a black eye? The one in the front?
A black guy?
No.
What is that?
A cataract surgery, probably.
It's just the way that the shadow is on her glasses.
Okay. You know how we talk about how like time is a bitch? Remember I told you I was watching the Woodstock Now and Then? Or Then and Now, whatever the fuck. I guess there's a museum where Woodstock happened.
Yeah.
And you know the famous Woodstock cover?
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, the couple's wrapped in the blanket and she's got her, like, hippie glasses
the
on.
hippie chick and
she's
the
got
hippie
her long
guy.
hair, and
Yeah,
you're thinking, wow, man, right on, you know?
Yeah, groovy.
There's something cool about that.
Yeah.
Well, the couple that showed up at the museum to brag that they're the ones on the cover was deeply depressing.
Oh, no.
And none of us escape it. I'm not trying to say, you know, I'm different than anyone else. It was deeply depressing what she looks like now.
Not that
and she
little
couldn't,
hippie chick.
And she just wanted to tell everyone that that's her on the cover.
I remember we were at the Woodstock.
Yeah. The groovy hippie glasses have been replaced by pretty much old lady glasses.
Those thick fucking...
The long blonde hair has been completely chopped off.
Of course,
because it's
that's
more
what women do.
It's easier when they get
so
older
much
to have short hair.
easier to manage.
And,
there it is, yeah. There they are.
And the body... I think she ate her former self. Let's just put it that way.
Shit. Oh, no.
Wait, is there...
I'm going to try to find it.
Wait, did you see that picture before you went there? It looked like they reenacted the photo.
I didn't see that one. I saw the actual one that Danny just pulled up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the actual photo.
That's the actual photo, okay.
They're in a shitty, stinky blanket, like covered with puke and
Wait, you don't
cum
see
and-
that? I got to go back. I'm sorry, Danny. The one...
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see that? That's them.
Oh, shit.
that's-
Okay.
I was right. That's what she looks like.
Oh, no.
That's what she looks like.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's blowing it up. That's what... And they're wrapped up in a blanket to reenact it. And you know what? I think that was a few years ago.
That just...
Yeah, the guy lost all his groovy hippie hair.
All his groovy hair's gone. It's totally white.
I know this happens to all of us. I know.
She has the bob haircut.
Right. That's the same couple.
Why are those two so famous?
Because they were on the cover of the Woodstock album.
Woodstock album.
Oh, is that
them.
like the end of the festival or the middle of it? It looks like the end of the festival.
That's probably right in the heart of it.
Yeah, they might have been on the outskirts there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just
because that's all
grooving.
people in the background looks like too. So
yeah, man.
way in the background. But that's what they look like now. You could do that. How do you get there, Danny?
If they do a Google search,
yes,
for Woodstock cover,
yes,
it'll show up in the images.
And if you send me that picture, I'll just tweet it.
No problem.
So,
yeah, and she's probably a red hatter.
You think?
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting at. They have to be close to 60, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, man.
They would have to be. That Woodstock is what, 41 years ago already?
Yeah.
So they're in their
Fuck
60s.
authority, man.
Most overrated event in history.
You think?
Yes.
Why would you say?
Because it was a cool music festival, but it's just that it's become this cultural. It was a bunch of fucking people who, for free, got high and watched a show.
Yeah.
Who gave a shit?
And they're starting to admit
overrated.
They're starting to admit it was a moment and not a movement, which is key.
Well, it was the
a lot
end
of
of
people
the whole
thought
thing
it
is what
was
it was.
It started a movement or was going to start.
It was the end of the whole
Right.
fucking 60s, really. It was the end of all that shit.
It was just a moment.
The end of the hippies, the end of everything. The 70s were right around the fucking corner.
You know that Hendrix only played to 40,000 people?
Yeah, he was at
Considering
the end
there was about 400,000 there?
Why?
Because they all
It was at
ran
the
late.
end. It was
And
at the
he
end. It was
played
just
like Monday
fucking-
morning at 10 in the morning or something.
And like he
was
wouldn't-
supposed to close the whole thing in front of 400,000, but by
Yeah.
the time they got to him, most of the people were gone.
Isn't the story that like he wouldn't play unless he headlined?
Yeah.
So by the time it was time for the headliner,
Great.
it was fucking so late and
good job.
early. Everybody left her.
It's like Kanye wanting to go on a fucking whatever the festival is.
Right.
What's the one they do? Bonnaroo.
Yeah, but then Hendrix does the most amazing version of Star Spangled Banner
Yeah,
that
that
you
was
hear
a
to
good
this
one.
day. But he played it to nobody.
Yeah, man.
Wow. So what time did he go on? It was at night, right?
No, it was in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. Monday morning, I
And it was
believe.
just a sea of shit, mud, blankets, and garbage that he played to. And a few fucking straggler hippies.
They did a good job with it on the History Channel, if you care. It's called Then and Now, Woodstock. So
That was it. It was like, what, August 69? And then a few months later, the 70s were right there. And That was it.
Well, then
60s fucking over.
They tried to do a little Woodstock thing out west there with Altamont, and
yeah, that didn't go well.
It was a little different than Woodstock.
Sisters, brothers and sisters, take care of your brothers and sisters. Mix on stage. The Hells Angels are just fucking beating the fuck out of people, stabbing people.
As well as they should.
Yes.
Didn't that one guy have a
I'm a
knife, though?
fan.
Yeah.
They were actually preventing a guy from doing
And
something.
the guy wanted to, like, fuck up Mick Jagger or something.
He
The guy
did?
wanted to, get up on stage and
the guy was
stab
a
him or
problem.
some
So they
shit.
killed him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's video of it.
Good.
Hendrix was a major star who were in the traditional headlining position, playing last. Technical and weather delays caused the festival to stretch into Monday morning. The organizers had given Hendrix the opportunity to go on at midnight, but he opted to be the closer.
Oh, bro.
One benefit of the delay, the morning light made for excellent filming conditions, which may be part of the reason this particular Hendrix performance is so well known. Yeah, because if you watch the movie, a lot of the nighttime performances very
Can't
hard
see
to
shit.
see. Like the Who went on at night.
Yep.
A few other like a
Not
Sly
good?
and the Family Stone.
How's the Who look at night?
The Who actually kicked fucking ass at Woodstock, from what I saw in the
No, but who?
films. Wasn't there.
I want to see
Contrary
what
popular belief.
their footage was.
Of the Who?
That's always.
Yeah.
This is Hendrix. I mean, everyone moved up to the stage, so it looks a little better. I mean,
But look,
40,000
no,
is
right
still a lot of
behind.
people. But look
Dude,
right behind.
right
There's
behind.
nobody.
That was
just a
full
sea of people.
Yeah. Hendrix is. I mean, look, I'm headlining.
That's how cool he is, though. Or was. He didn't care.
He was probably so fucking heroin
Wow,
out.
that is a small.
He was on the horse. He was on the horse.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we should break. Get into some other things.
I gotta eat.
Yeah, because it's only 3 hours until a certain thing goes on sale.
Oh, that's right.
Don't dilly-dally on this one. This thing's going to sell out like the first
it's gonna
show.
go, and you're gonna be out of shit ass out of luck, as they say.
Me, Bird, Dave, and Brewer. January 15th at the Borgata. Show number 2 is on sale in 3 hours. And can I tell you, at 11 o'clock this morning on my Boneyard show, I interviewed Sebastian Bach yesterday.
Was he cool?
Dude, he's fucking nuts. He's great.
Is he batshit crazy?
Crazy, but he's really funny.
Yeah.
Really honest. He's a fucking great dude.
Damn, I wish we got him.
Oh, he was in the afternoon. He did something with Brewer. That motherfucker is just, he's crazy fucking energy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But he's great.
I saw him on Broadway.
Yeah, I did too.
You went?
In different shows, though.
Really?
I saw him
You did two
I
different-
saw him in Rocky Horror.
I saw Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde was a good Broadway
I think he
show.
did Jesus Christ Superstar.
As well.
He can still
Because
sing,
he's
man.
got that voice. He can hit any fucking
He's
note.
amazing. He was fucking around yesterday. We're doing this pre-tape, and he gets a phone call from CNN. So he's like just fucking around on the phone. He's like, he belts out a couple of notes, and it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
But he said he exercises his voice every day. He's like, you got to work on your. It was really,
you can
really
tell just
great.
by watching him, he's a very technical singer. He doesn't just blast out like over his range or anything. The guy's really good.
Any Skid Row fans in the room?
I like Skid Row, but he's been away from them for so long.
Yeah.
He does solo stuff. He tours with Axl.
I remember you.
Yeah, it's great.
At the time, I liked him.
18
it's
in
a little
life.
dated now.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Nostalgia, though.
Yeah, for nostalgia purposes, that's cool.
I'll definitely turn it up
Yeah.
if I hear some Skid Row.
Turn it up, man.
Dude, he was so good. I couldn't believe. I mean, I knew he was
Did
going
you
to
tell him to do the show?
I didn't know. I didn't.
He'll come
do it.
back. He's local.
Is he local?
Yeah, he's a Jersey guy. Well, maybe he's in L.A. now full time. I don't know, but I'm sure he gets to the East Coast a lot.
Yeah, he's fucking. He really made me laugh.
All right, we'll go to break with this man.
Yeah? What's the dead air all about there, Erock?
The Let just didn't want to play it. Here it goes.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Paul McCartney doing a special show for Sirius XM satellite radio.
Certainly is.
Was I supposed to hit the post there? I don't know.
Yeah,
I could have very easily. Just got lazy. Still talking over the lyrics.
Yeah.
When I think McCartney, though, I think other songs.
Yeah, but I think this was played as a goof.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
we like goofing on this one.
We certainly do.
It's not one of my favorites. It's certainly
No.
not one of yours.
No,
and Jimmy despises it.
when I see Paul McCartney, I don't want him wasting valuable Paul McCartney song time playing this shit.
What are the odds that we actually get to meet a Beatle?
0.
You think 0?
0.
You think the odds are 0 that we meet a Beatle?
0.
We're going to the special Paul McCartney show.
Yeah, I know. I'm
in
going.
a week or so. You think we'll actually get to meet him?
No.
Absolutely not.
I think if I could get a picture of Paul McCartney, that would be bigger than my Bill Clinton picture.
No, it's not. No way.
I think
Clinton
so.
or fucking a Beatle? I'll
A
take
Beatle
Clinton.
way over
Let
a
me
president.
think. I don't know. You might be right on that one.
Way over
Clinton-
a Beatle.
Clinton is pretty accessible for photos when he's
Maybe.
out and about.
Maybe, but the thing is this. Clinton, there's only, I mean, I know there's only been 4 Beatles, but to me, a U.S. president is a much more important figure historically. It's a much bigger VIP. It has a much bigger effect historically.
Can we agree that I have the greatest celebrity photo in the room?
You don't have the one. I love my celebrity photo more
What's your biggest one?
Sabbath as a band is my favorite, but Clinton's much bigger. Of course he is, but to me, I'd rather take Sabbath as a band.
Does it bother you? You don't have a picture with the president?
Oh,
I would love one. Yeah, I would. I really would. I'd love to get Bush Senior and Junior together.
I got a picture of Bush's limo going by, and I got a picture of Obama's limo
Stop
going
trying
by.
to act like you have 3 presidents. You only have one.
Yeah, but
just stop it.
One president and 2 cars.
When we were checking out Obama, you bailed too early, and then I found another way to go see his limo, and I snapped him looking right at me through a fucking limo window. That's good. I mean, music stopped right there.
Everybody gonna be alright. Everybody gonna.
I'm looking forward to the concert.
Oh, you guys want to hear Roland's version of this? Makes it much better for everybody.
Are you going in?
All right. Yeah. Gotta go to that.
Everybody's gonna feel alright. Everybody's gonna dance around tonight.
Sounds great. Oh, that's horrible. Angry birds.
None of us are going to get to meet McCartney, by the way.
Nah, we so don't rate for a picture with Paul McCartney.
No. But then again, here's the thing.
I'm sure there'll be a few people getting to hang out with Paul when he does the special show.
Very few, because he's the guy that everybody wants to call in favors for. Mel wants to talk to him. I'm sure Mel's met him, but like every executive wants to talk to him.
Yeah, all the brass.
I want to make it clear that I can talk about this place every day, and trust me, I try not to. But they didn't want to invite us to the Paul McCartney show. I forced their hand.
You think?
Yes, they were thinking that we would not notice. And then all of a sudden, I kind of said, "Hey, what's up with that Paul McCartney show?" And then somebody actually said to me, "I'll keep the names out today." Somebody actually said to me, "You guys were invited." I go, "I never got a fucking corporate email that I was invited to the Paul McCartney show."
But I did.
And this person was like, "Really? What?" And then on the way home that day, we got an email from Scott Greenstein inviting us to the Paul McCartney show.
Didn't.
We obviously
You
were.
did. I didn't.
And you didn't. Then when did yours come?
I got one from one of the lower management people that said, "We need your RSVP on the Paul McCartney thing. Are you going?" I was like, this is the first email I got saying anything about it.
And I'm not going to listen to any of the guys down the hall. They were hoping we didn't notice. And then when we called them out on it, they're like, "Of course you're invited."
It's 2 more seats. That
I have to disagree. I got one the day before you said that. And they would never invite me and not you guys. I really think that they got sent out. No way. No.
'Cause you do the music show.
Yeah, they love you.
I think they would.
I couldn't get Halford on my show yesterday. I don't have McCartney juice.
They love you. All I'm saying
But it
is,
literally went. I think they all went out together.
no, I didn't get the invite until we bitched about it.
Maybe they resent it. I'm not defending them, but
and that bitch session, trust me, was off the air. I'm like, of course we weren't invited. Why would we be invited to that? And then, as I'm walking home, the email comes in from Scott Greenstein. Come on. Someone
that's a little.
Someone was kind of like,
Someone went like, "Oh fuck,
yeah,
we gotta invite these guys."
And then I had to make it clear there wouldn't be any problems with anybody. And no, there's not going to be any problems. I want to check out Paul McCartney.
It's at the Apollo.
Uptown.
Theater.
I'm going just to watch Ant go to the Apollo.
Uptown.
I know, right?
Do you know I had I was supposed to be in L.A. that night shooting for Leno.
No, you weren't.
Not the show, but a pre-tape piece I'm doing, and I actually asked if we could move it a day.
And Leno said yes?
Because the air date is not affected.
That's pretty cool.
It's just a one-day moving to shoot from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Cool.
Yeah, but come on, it is McCartney. You have to go.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
And it
I
leads
said
to this.
yes.
We how many tickets we got? A lot of chance. 2 pairs. We got 2 pairs to see this special show that SiriusXM is doing. I think it's to promote the fact that they got 20 million subscribers. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a massive show.
Yeah. And Paul McCartney is he's all right, man.
That's kind of fucking cool to see. That's
you think
history.
You think he's going to do Uncle Albert?
Yeah. No.
You don't know Uncle Albert?
I know Uncle Albert, but I don't think he's going to do it. Oh, I know
it. Big hit. 1970, 71?
He won't do that one.
He won't do Uncle Albert?
No. Ugh.
You don't like this one either?
No. I hate this part.
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert, but we haven't done a bloody thing all day. We're so sorry.
Hate that part.
You know all this shit.
I hate it.
Why do you search out stuff you hate?
I don't know. Why? That's a great point. Why the fuck do I?
Can you do that again? It has nothing to do with the song.
We're so sorry, Uncle Albert, but we haven't done a bloody thing all day. We're so sorry, Uncle Albert.
What about the other part?
It'd be so easy on the way.
I hate it. I hate that part.
And what about the...
Oh, yeah.
And some pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Pie? The pie? What about the pie?
Put it in the pie.
How are we going to give these tickets to us?
I don't know.
We got to do something.
What do you want to do, Jimmy?
I don't know.
You're
we can't just have some schlub call up and get tickets to see
No.
McCartney.
You're good at games. Jimmy's going to come up with a game.
Or, when do we have to get them out?
I thought we were going to do like 90s McCartney solo career trivia. Just
They have to be in studio for that?
90s McCartney solo trivia.
Yeah, because that's a fan.
Impossible.
That's
That
a
is
real fan.
Yeah, we want real fans.
Do they have to be in studio? Because they can't be on home. They can be on the internet.
Well, no, they kind of have to be on the phone because we have to give them away today.
There it is.
All day.
I hate this. I'm so sorry. Uncle Albert.
But the kettle's on the boil, and we're so easy gone away.
All the way.
Is that Paul McCartney doing that part?
I think so.
Oh, because if it wasn't, that would be a good trivia question. Who's doing that fucking part of the song?
We're so sorry.
What? You had something, didn't you?
I did.
And decided no?
Yeah.
Wow,
no.
really?
No.
We're so sorry, Uncle Paul, but we haven't seen a bloody ass all day.
That's a good one. Eleanor Rigby's an old lady.
She wears a red hat, Uncle Paul.
Toodly doodly toodly toodly doo 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 toodly doo.
You think he'll do Let It Be?
Oh God, I hope so.
Yeah, he'll do all of
course
his.
he will.
He'll do all of his big hits. I think.
You know what the red carpet's gonna look like at that? There's probably gonna be a lot. I bet Clinton's there.
You think? Well, he's up there, right?
If he's in town, but I mean, come on. Not that Clinton would need to go there. Clinton could have McCartney play in his office if he wanted to.
That's pretty fucking cool, man. Yeah, we got to give these tickets away somehow.
How are we gonna do it?
I don't know, man. I mean, they want to do solo McCartney stuff.
We don't have to. We could do
it's not a bad idea.
anything you guys want.
Look at people. Does it include airfare? Oh.
Does it include airfare?
Yeah. No, it does not.
Oh boy, is this a BCN situation all over again?
Yeah.
What can we have them do?
We gave away Super Bowl tickets, but you had to find a way to New Orleans. Was it in New Orleans too? Oh my God! What the fuck? But I think most people would get on a flight for this, right? And pay.
I would think.
We'll figure out something. It's still early.
If they could afford it.
We're not giving away tickets to my AC show, though. No. They're in high demand.
Come on, let's come up with something for the Paul McCartney tickets. We could have a puke eating contest. That was enjoyable.
I don't think
one of the greatest things we've ever done.
That was so disgusting.
How about we ask, like, who was the original drummer from the Beatles?
Oh, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. How about because it's got to be somebody. Let's face it, it's got to be somebody local. You know, we're not going to fucking give these tickets away and
why, man?
Have somebody fly in.
If someone wants to fly in,
yeah, it wants to fly in. It'll be somebody. Yeah, I could do it, and they won't fucking come. It'll be a wasted ticket.
I'm sure they'll fill the spot. I'm sure there'll be some kind of
but
line waiting to get in.
How about something where they have to maybe
wear a red hat,
maybe like tweet a picture or something locally. Like that would have to do with.
Hold on.
With like yeah.
No, you're onto something.
Yeah. I'm thinking like
I'm going to take your idea and I'm going to stamp it. I think.
And
let me write this
and
down.
Run with it.
It's not a bad idea, Anthony.
Anybody could upload anything.
No. That's why I got an idea.
It's got to be something that proves that they are there at that minute.
Like a ransom with like a newspaper.
Exactly. Some type of ransom.
Watch the Opie and Anthony chemistry, just like Lennon and McCarthy.
McCarthy.
I said McCarthy. I know.
Goddamn communist.
Yeah. I'm going to take your idea.
Yeah.
Tweet this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tweet this. Okay.
This.
Yeah.
Hold on. With this. You know where I'm talking? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But then tap in Danny's idea with. I like this idea a lot, Ann. Very good.
Yeah.
And I pumped it up. First person to do that gets a pair of tickets.
It's more of a Lennon thing, though.
Yeah, but
it is the Beatles. I understand.
But the only question is,
but that's that.
What if
30?
What if 30 people?
It's the first person to do it.
How will we know?
We have to choose a Twitter account.
Somebody's account. It's got to be the first one that is, to what, us or to you or something like that.
I don't care.
Like tweet it to a certain account, and then the first one that shows up as.
Oh, can you do it with Danny? Can we do it with this?
I like all the. I hope that people can hear the shooka Sharpie.
I don't know, right?
I like Twitter better.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's more immediate.
Twitter's
more immediate with timestamps.
Instantaneous.
Okay.
Hold on, let's think.
Because that's so Beatles. That's the only reason.
Or how
something
about
silly too?
We give should
we
be
got two
something
pairs
silly.
though. We could do one with this and then we could do another one.
And how about this too? Not first one, because then there'll be somebody rushes down there. We give a certain time, and the person that does it closest to that time, because then if it's later in the show, then there'll be a bunch of people there waiting to snap and
that might be a little.
You think that's right? I think it gives people time to gather.
I love doing creative meetings live.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
This, blow off this, replace this with gaping asshole.
No, I don't think that'll work. It really doesn't serve the purpose that does.
Or, and this is the NEW Opie speaking.
Uh-oh. Does that mean we're going to have a lot of time off?
Yes.
Is there a cathedral?
Hey, you weren't complaining.
No. Oh, God.
Take a picture of this on this. How much trouble would we get in?
A lot.
I don't think we'd be going to the show ourselves.
No, but that's okay.
Wait a minute. That's a great idea. The Twitter one's a good idea.
Yeah. That
I think we don't have to overthink it. I think the first person to do this with this, that's a fine little contest. And you get the local guy. And then maybe we do one for everybody else.
Yeah, we could do
Can we do something silly, though? They should be doing something silly, too.
Like they should probably...
All right.
Yeah, something should be being done instead of just...
Yeah, like just make it harder. Because then if a guy happens to be right there...
This is hard.
Right.
But the odds of someone happening to be right there is,
But you can get
this is
there
going to be
quick.
hard. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. The first person that aggressively does this, that's a big fan of our show and of Paul McCartney.
And it's going to be a photo.
Yeah, I say we go with this one and then try to get a silly one. What do you think? You want to use your Twitter account?
No, I don't give a shit.
I don't care either.
I think they should have something else besides the one item.
Besides just that item?
Like they should have something...
But this is something to do.
Yeah, no, they should do that.
But should have something else
Yeah, there should just be more to it. The idea is not
like
bad.
What? Like
Make
what?
it a little more difficult. Just one step more difficult.
Like this.
Like
okay.
what?
Something like silly like this.
Jimmy's going to jot something down here.
Because we could come up with a whole nother contest, too. This is just one that, will get a little buzz going immediately.
Yeah.
Something that they can't just run out and get right now.
Wait, I didn't see.
Something like that, as well as something to prove their fans. Or maybe, hey, look, you want to make it fucking silly? Because these are real McCartney tickets for the fucking show. You can't buy these.
Yeah, this is a big-ass deal.
Something really stupid.
Someone will do it.
Someone will do it, and it's funny, and it's different, and you want to prove you're a fan and you want to go, well, then you're going to act,
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not, and it's stupid. It's
but
not,
now, what if...
Oh, okay.
Like, that's not as silly. Right?
No. Good point. Okay. Great call.
Let's keep throwing it around the room.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Let's...
Of course.
Let me see.
What?
Oh, God.
Oh, is that why Gary ran down the fucking hall? Go back to your fucking office.
But he might approve it.
We'll go search you out. I was wondering why he came running down here.
He likes us.
Whatever. I like him as a person. That's not the point.
How about this?
Holy shit. Is he okay with what we're talking about so far?
Yeah, well, I'm guessing so.
Is he right in there?
He can't say. He's got to run it past lawyers, I'm sure. Oh, God. What time do they wake up? And what is it?
They haven't yet. That's my statement. They haven't yet.
I am so seeing fucking ninth caller.
Yeah,
I'm so seeing ninth caller.
Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that?
How about...
You could have just stopped with Erock says he doesn't know what's going on.
Erock
you didn't have to continue.
Is he okay with what we're saying so far?
Well, he needs to know what you want to do and has to be approved before we can do it.
Well, we're hashing.
Yeah.
We're hashing.
So then we should just do, the basic version of this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, yes.
I say we give them...
When I want to actually, to be honest with you, Because I would do this.
That is...
I would do this.
Well, we would have done that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something similar to
But
that.
And then the press would have been horrendous.
Oh, I
and,
know.
we would have been standing outside the Apollo fired, waving at McCartney.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
It would have been beautiful. One more to add to the resume.
Oh, yeah, great. I would
One more
love
chapter to the book.
I would love to listen to the news and see people going, yeah, it's fucking terrible.
How about... Well, it's 7:28 now. We can
I say
think about it.
I say we pretty much do that. Or what you're saying, but something that is a little...
That's not dangerous. No, we could. I think we could do that.
You'll wait till
It's our show. I think that
I agree with you, but
we have the right.
Wait till it goes through the filter.
Well, let's see.
The uncreative, not fun filter.
Let's see. Or maybe it can be something ridiculous. Because Ant raised a good point. What if it's like, and that would be that wouldn't be
Although you can do that because it is a 2 pair of tickets, right?
Yeah.
So if there's a couple, then we can do that. You know, the guy would realize, you know, and the girl might be able to help him out with that.
Yeah, but there could
that's
easily just
gotta
be a girl.
You know,
it could easily just be a girl.
But how about?
Well, then we have to,
even if it
so
is
you
a
gotta
girl,
come up with
even if it is a girl, she's got to bring a guy to do that in order to get it. If it's a guy, he could do that. If it's a girl, she's got to bring a guy that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do it again, but I figured, fuck it. This is more confusing than math.
No, I know. We're thinking about it.
Well, I mean, the tickets are special.
Yeah, we don't want
are
to just give them
very
away.
special.
And
Someone's got to earn them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I earned those tickets.
Yes. Help yourself to McCartney tickets.
Help yourself.
Oh, that.
Treat yourself.
Oops. What would management say?
How about, let's go over some song names.
What are some of the big Paul McCartney songs? Because maybe that is what we...
Oh, my God. There's, Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's, Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of them other Paul McCartney songs we got there.
Here's one.
Say.
That song played pretty good.
Ebony and Ivory. Oh boy, the fugitive just stole the tickets.
How about Ebony and Ivory?
Oh,
you have
boy.
to.
Oh,
you have
boy.
to bring Ebony and take a picture somewhere.
Oh, I got you.
It's not a bad idea, actually. You know what we could? This is probably. I'll admit ahead of time this could be like morning zoo crap.
Yeah.
But in honor of Ebony and Ivory, you bring a.
Oh God.
And that's a very New York thing, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, they don't really dig that in other cities.
Yeah.
Remember, no idea is a bad idea.
Interracial sex in a church. Get it?
Well, we're gonna have to take a little break because Erock's gonna have to run down the hall and deal with, you know.
Wow,
because we're not gonna deal with
Pat
the,
from Monarchy.
you know. What? He's got an idea?
No, he nailed yours.
He did.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm in good company. I like the Pat from Monarchy.
Of course, he knows that.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't.
Exactly. You have to have at least 10 toes to be eligible.
This keeps it. As part of his solo career.
Yes, it does. It does.
And it's kind of goofy.
Not quite goofy enough.
All right.
I want something really...
something that you're going to feel stupid doing, but you're willing to do.
Right.
But it's not ridiculous to the point where it's like you're going to be humiliated, but something stupid that you have to go, I normally wouldn't do this, but fuck it, it's McCartney ticket. I changed a Tonight Show fucking peace shoot date to go to this show.
Yeah.
Somebody can do something silly.
How about, let us write this word down. But this is where it'll get into a problem.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
I hate having to think like they do.
Oh my God! Look at him walking down the hall with this. I'm just having my morning cup of coffee on this casual Friday. Look at this casual Friday shirt. Look, I'm casual. It's Friday and I'm casual. And I got my morning coffee and I see how he's holding the cup. There's nothing in the cup because that's how you have to walk around on a casual Friday. Just having my morning cup of Joe. With my casual fucking Friday attire.
Yes.
So all right, how about this? I don't know if they'll like this. They have to blow me.
Oh, right.
Imagine if the lawyers approve that.
Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Where...
All right,
Kevin from Connecticut says, I'll wear a Die Hard 3 sign at the Apollo. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh, were you, Chip? No answer.
All right, we're going to take a short break. See what we're allowed to do. Love here.
Yeah.
Love that I have to say that. And hopefully we'll have the idea when we come back for the Paul McCartney tickets for the big show at the Apollo. An
Huge
exclusive show.
Huge.
You can't really get these tickets. You
Where are you getting them? Where are you getting them?
You got to win them, right?
Of course.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, God. As soon as we go to break, that door opens with Casual Friday Joe. Ugh.
Fun. Hey, I don't care. I got reads to do. Just a message. I don't even have to listen.
Could you turn the lights off so he has to talk to us in the
Make
dark?
believe we're gone?
No.
Let's just turn the lights off and hide like I used to from my landlord.
Danny, turn off the lights. I'm serious.
Okay.
He'll talk to us while we're in the dark.
Governor Patterson's on gambling show.
All right. We'll have the Paul McCartney contest hopefully next. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM.
All right. People! Well, we're trying to figure out the Paul McCartney thing.
We will.
It's got to be run up a flagpole. I don't really know what that means. Been doing radio since I was 18. I
never saw a flagpole.
We never really had to run things up a flagpole. I forgot. It's a new environment.
It's a new
Gotta stay positive.
New age.
Gotta
New
stay
age.
positive. So they're going to run it up a flagpole if they can find the lawyers. Because it's Paul McCartney, you know. Got to keep it classy. Got to keep it classy.
Lawyer. I'm a lawyer.
And brought up a good point, though. You said...
Of course. What?
You went... Remember we would just come up with something on the spot and
just do it.
It wasn't even a thought to ask anybody. Sure, that backfired in our face a
I'm
few
not
times.
talking about the time where it backfired. The time, because
there were hundreds of times.
Hundreds that did.
Hundreds that it didn't.
It's like we used to go like, hey, how about we get a girl down here and she puts a bottle rocket in her vagina and shoots it off. We never ran that up any flagpoles.
No, we didn't, sir.
Never
And did
ran
anyone
that
get arrested
up a
or fired for that? No.
No.
The building was a little mad for a day or two. They got over it.
Yep. The bitches fucking shooting eggs out her vagina.
Was that run up a flagpole?
Nope. Girl smoked out of her vagina.
Remember that?
That was fantastic.
How about the trying to get a cell phone to ring inside a vagina?
Inside a vagina.
We didn't have to run that up no flagpole.
I'm noticing a trend with all these things, though.
Well,
vagina usually involved.
All right, well, we'll go with the naked, bloody girl being rushed out of the building.
That was a good
That
one,
wasn't
too.
run up no flagpole.
No.
There were no problems after that incident.
The flagpole.
What is the flagpole? Is that corporate stuff?
Blind boxing, even.
Blind boxing wasn't run up no flagpole, and
let's do this.
There was some severe injuries, but no one was sued.
All right.
No one died.
Yeah.
It wasn't run up the flagpole.
Run up the flagpole to be green lit.
No, blue sky.
Blue sky.
It's got to be blue sky.
We gotta take it to management and see if it's blue sky.
So they're going to run it up the flagpole.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
And then...
does anything ever make it to the top of the flagpole? It's like
I think our flag
it gets halfway up and then just
our flagpole's at half mast.
It's always
all
at
the
half
time.
mast.
Things get run up the flagpole. It's just that there's like 25 people shooting it with a shotgun at the same time. It just never makes it.
It always ends up the bit dies and it's at half mast.
We've had a lot of bits die before it made it to the top of the flagpole.
Very sad.
Trust me. Or it comes down a different flag.
Yeah. It's like, wait, this doesn't even resemble the flag we ran up in.
And what is? It's a communist flag now.
Happened.
Got to keep it fun though. They don't want
Keep it fun.
They don't want to hear us bitching.
Good, clean fun.
Clean fun. We're just in a tough spot. We remember when.
Yeah.
So it makes it tough to live in this new environment.
Memories.
If the people are listening that are going to yell and scream at me today.
Yes.
By the way, yelling and screaming doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Just brings me back to growing up in my mom's house.
We'll figure it out.
I go blank if you start yelling.
I saw a commercial for the.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You didn't? What?
It was for the. Before I got up this morning, it was for the Chris Angel Magic Kit. Did you see that one?
I have.
Oh, it's so douchey.
He used to be a friend of the show, though.
I know, but dude,
he used to love us.
So incredibly douchey. The commercial. My favorite part was the loser guy at the party.
Mm-hmm.
They show this guy. He's at a party and he's got all his Chris Angel magic tricks. And there's nothing but hot chicks on the couch around him. And he does a trick. And for no reason whatsoever, one hot chick leans over and just kisses the guy.
Really?
Like you did this magic trick. And you're supposed to be this guy that's watching this going, so if I get the magic thing at a party, because he goes, it's a great icebreaker. And he does a trick, and this chick leans over, this blonde, and just kisses him.
Oh, because that's what it takes?
And that's all it takes.
A little magic?
I watched it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so douchey. And then Chris Angel is there, and he's got the box that the magic thing comes in, and he makes it levitate into his hand. It's like, learn levitation.
Can you do that
Disappearing.
too?
Oh, yeah.
You think you could do that, or that was part of...
No, I think that was
pitch.
a string on the box, and he was,
Oh, you can't really
making
levitate
it look like
things?
that. No. But I saw that, and I was like, Oh, so somebody actually has it as a goof? Did they make
really
a goof
good
video?
job putting their mark on this. This looks awesome.
All right, you'll find a good
This
part.
looks awesome.
Yeah, guys, checking out the magic...
The Chris Angel magic
set.
kit. It reminds me of this other magician years and years ago. Pat from Winaki might know this.
Magic Bob?
Magic, yeah, I know, because that's why I even brought it up, because I could
I love
totally
Magic
see
Bob.
Magic Bob buying this so he could just get new tricks. But there used to be a deck of cards, and a magician would sell it on TV on like Channel 11 locally here in New York, and it was he was a very cheesy fucking magician, and he would sell these cards, and it was so obvious because some of the cards were just a little smaller than the other ones.
Oh, really?
So you'd shuffle it one way. Was it Blackstone? Yeah. Very good, Pat from Winaki.
How does Pat know all this stuff?
I know Pat watches. He watched as much television as I did.
Okay.
And so he knows. And some of the cards would be shorter than the others. So you'd shuffle the cards, and then when you flip them, the cards, every other card is flipping off of the bigger one, so it looks like they're all the same suit or the same card. And then you turn the deck around, and
That's how they do that?
Yeah. It's like
Fuck,
a trick
I didn't
deck.
know.
It's a trick deck. It's like shit. You know when a magician has just lost it when they put out some of their tricks to the public. Yes, Erock.
Blackstone used to also do the ball with the cup trick and the cut the rope to make it longer and shorter.
Right. Cutting the rope, but you knot it and then cut it and the knot slides.
I still don't know how they do that.
I don't either, but it's you could buy it.
I was doing magic one time. I had doves appearing.
How'd you do that?
I had a bird cage. I would just pull the cover off it.
Oh, so it wasn't a trick. It was just a bird cage with birds, and you let the birds out.
Yeah, but I was shaking up real bad first.
Ow. He's willing to get his hands dirty. The prestige. I just saw that, and it really... It was really
If
funny.
we're talking magic, can I clear something up?
Magic.
I posted a video of Fast Eddie, who Jimmy knows from
Yes.
the old days. He's a
Yes.
magician. And I just want to make it perfectly clear that Fast Eddie's not a pedo. Thank you.
Oh, Jesus. Where did that
Fast
come?
Eddie? No.
We were at a party, and he likes doing magic at all these parties. He's part of my family now. My sister married into his family.
Oh.
And he was doing some tricks in front of a lot of young girls.
Yay.
Because it was a high school graduation party. I got to explain this.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting killed. And Fast Eddie's wearing his horrible hairpiece, and he's doing magic in front of these really young girls.
Yeah.
And I just want to clear that up. He's
Sounds
He's a
fun.
very nice guy, and he's not a kid toucher. I can't
sounds
believe I
fun.
have to actually say this.
That kind of sounds like a good time.
People were confused because there's just nothing but very hot young girls in the
Were they
in the
impressed
video.
at the prestidigitation?
They're like, "How did you do that?" Anything worse?
There was anything worse than that fucking accent. There was a couple of those on the Chris Angel Magic Kit commercial too.
Hot girls?
Hot young girls just going, "This is crazy!"
Yeah.
With too much eye makeup on and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. The Platinum Magic Kit. For the first time ever, learn the secrets of magic from Chris Angel.
Wow, the box is just in midair. That's
Oh
some
yeah,
magic
250
right there.
tricks. The floating bill. Turn the sound up a little bit for a second.
And astonish.
He makes salt appear out of his hand, and everyone's freaked out. They're all actors, by the way. They're all actors. Bad actors.
You can be a mind freak
Yay!
too.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Ever.
It's the best icebreaker. What was your
Look,
card?
watch.
The three of hearts.
Look, watch. He made the three of hearts appear.
I didn't see this for myself.
No one would kiss you. Dude, if you brought your magic shit to a bar, they would laugh at you.
And the hottest blonde in the room is like kissing him.
Who the fuck would kiss you?
That's crazy.
Be the life of the party.
And they got the worst actors, huh?
Yeah, really bad.
Have the perfect icebreaker.
These tricks are awesome.
Call now to get the
TJ.
award-winning
He's got
Chris
braces on.
Angel
These tricks are awesome.
Yeah.
I make girls disappear when I talk.
all the mind freaks plus an
I smile and I make knuckles get bloodied.
Hey man, if you're growing up though, that'd be kind of cool.
It was
But I mean, the guy that obviously is in his mid to upper 20s in a club doing magic tricks, that's wow. That's not going to get you girls.
Yeah.
Get the Chris Angel Platinum Magic Kit and the bonus How to Levitate DVD.
I bet she sells a
Two
shitload of these,
payments
by
of
the way.
$14.99. Here's how to order.
I think we should buy one.
We really should buy one. The levitation trick is so fucking fake. Like they use camera tricks with it. There's a way you do it where you just stand on one toe and you keep your feet together and pull your heels off the ground.
Yeah, that's the
and
angle.
you're up on one toe. It's hard to do.
That's the angle, and like if you do it at the right angle,
it looks
good.
Yeah.
But
Because
what
you
he
put your
doesn't-
toe in the air and your heel in the air, and then it's how it's filmed.
No, but it's also they have special pants that literally what he does.
Seriously, you know this?
Yes, he has his pants and shoe are attached, and what.
Oh, right. I've seen that.
And the front leg
he can
will be
slide
lifted
his
out of the
foot
front
out.
of the pants.
Yeah.
And he, I think, stands up like that or something, and the pants stay levitated. I forget how he does it, but it has something to do with pulling his leg out of the front of his pants.
Yeah.
And the shoe is attached to the pants, so it looks like he's levitating, but his leg is actually
he's
extended
using that
in front.
leg to.
Wow.
I've seen that one explained. Like David Blaine does that one really well.
Yeah, but
he does
but
it
That's
they
the
use
first time I
camera
saw it.
tricks. They'll do that, but then they'll show his feet off the ground,
which is a complete cutaway.
Now, it's a cutaway. He's just on a pull-up bar, and he's off the ground, and then they show him dropping to the ground, another cutaway, and they have reactions of people watching. Like, you could have people reacting to watching Two Girls, One Cup, and going like, oh, and freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, they're not even watching his tricks. So it's all fucking camera shit and some, like, cheesy
Oh,
fucking...
you mean the reaction shots could be something else?
Totally different. Is this him showing how it...
together. Now the
See, and there's a
magnetized,
platform in
make
front
sure
of him.
I'm in the center.
All right.
of
So he
the
pulls
spectator.
his leg
I would
out.
misdirect while I was talking
I mean,
to
it's
them. I'd get
physically,
a hold
I
of the
would guess a
material
little
and say, okay,
taxing
watch. While I'm
to
doing
do
this
this.
and talking to them, saying stay right there, I'm taking my left hand, removing the panel, and when I come back around, I just pull it apart so it's done.
He's actually
Now I'm
showing.
ready.
Pull
in
his
position
cock
to
out.
Take my leg right out. Remember, it's important to create some misdirection. You don't want them concentrating on your legs at this point. You want them looking elsewhere so that you can do the dirty work.
So
which is
fart.
probably the
So they
most
look at your
difficult
butt
part,
cheeks.
to get your leg out and planted, and then to get your leg back in is where you really need to be slick. So when you're in this position, I usually just bring my hands forward while I come and get everything to position.
Now his leg is out.
Yeah, his leg's
Now
out.
the next phase of this
Got
is just
fake
literally
shoe.
to balance yourself, as we discussed before, and just create the illusion in presentation that you're going to float. Arch your back, look up in the air.
Yes.
Bring your hands up and be.
He's so magical.
And now you got to keep your heel.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
That looks silly.
I never saw this, to be honest with you.
Look, he's flying.
How's that look?
But he's good. It looks right.
You can either
That's
float
pretty
up to the top or you can float back down. And you get your foot back in. But if you float to the top, you can float up to the top. Boom. And this is the position you land in.
How do you get your foot back in?
Actually lands on
How
top
awkward
of
if you
the
can't get your foot
shoe.
back in. You're just
This
talking
is
to
obviously
people.
the most difficult
Yes.
technique and effect to do, which I did on a sidewalk, and I also did in a bar.
That looks fucking good.
That's pretty
That did
cool.
look pretty good.
How did they get there, Danny?
That's on YouTube. You can just put Chris Angel levitation.
Okay, and you can see what
find
we
that
just
video.
saw.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like
people,
Chris.
people hate when we watch TV, but if you watch it yourself
fuck you.
later,
Well, he
then
explained
it all
it, though.
makes sense. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I was, but when I saw that, I just thought of Magic Bob is probably like ordering that.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Send me
one, dude.
I'm sure he is.
Bob was funny, wasn't he? He was so
Yeah, he was
Magic
very
Bob
funny. He was-
with his stupid mask on.
And he was trying to be all flamboyant with his hands and everything.
That was very funny. Magic Bob.
Magic Bob stunk.
The video came out shitty because Magic Bob needed all the lights
The
out.
lights out.
I love the fact they made
Jesus.
Sam take his shirt off.
I know, for no reason except he loves having Sam with his shirt
Who
off.
doesn't?
Oh, I know.
Hey, really quick, LeBron James made his return to Cleveland.
He certainly did.
It was unbelievable, man.
Yes.
And then he shut up the Cleveland crowd and kind of showed why he left. Because he was the entire team.
He was the
Cleveland
whole
has a
team.
really bad basketball team.
He was
Really
the
bad.
whole team.
He scored 38, and I don't even think he played the fourth quarter.
Did they boo him?
Really?
Oh, boy, did they. It was funny because I think it was on TNT. They couldn't really acknowledge that the chant was asshole when he came out on the floor. The entire crowd just going,
Asshole. Yeah,
asshole.
That one's a fave. I like that.
And then someone was very clever. They started a Twitter account. I think it was called Cav Chants or something like that. And I think, if I read this properly, people at the game were waiting for this guy's Twitter account to tweet what the next chant was.
So everyone knew.
So
what
everyone
to
was on
start
the same
chanting.
page.
That's pretty cool.
And some of the chants were like Akron hates you.
Akron hates you, his hometown.
Scottie Pippen.
You know the big one they probably left out?
Oh, yeah.
Awful.
There was supposed to be a Dante West chant. I don't know if that ever happened because I gave up when they sat him in the fourth quarter. I was done with the game, but yeah, he just kicked ass last night. He scored 38 points without playing the fourth quarter. 24 points in the third.
Did they cheer him at all?
Hell fucking no.
No
He is
cheering.
so hated. That's got to hurt on some level. Because they explained that this guy was loved in every arena in the NBA. And now pretty much every arena except for Miami and maybe a few places here and there just don't like the guy now.
Boo him.
They really feel like they did
Because of the
city
way
wrong.
he left, right?
And all the analysts and everybody are all saying it was just the way he did it. They understand he has every right to do it. They all will say that, but they think the way he did is what is the big problem.
When the
here.
side of a building has your giant picture on it, and everybody in that city has seen it.
Right.
Everyone that visited that city saw that fucking thing.
Right.
That's pretty big when you leave.
Yeah.
People are going to be a little angry.
And people were tweeting from the game, and I really appreciate it. They said the best sign or T-shirt was like father, like son. That's brutal.
Who was his father?
He doesn't know.
He left.
As in, he
left.
left, and LeBron left.
Ouch.
Like father, like son. And then another one that said LeBron went south, and his mom is riding west.
Oh,
He had to see this shit. And as much as he was putting
That's
on
pretty brutal.
a happy face and all that, as a human, you got to think it bothers him a bit.
It's
right?
got to.
But he shut him down, man. In the end, he just shut him down. The energy left the place because the Cavs were getting their ass kicked. They played well in the first quarter. They made it a game of the first, but then it was over after that. So
Yeah, they were probably none too happy with them being beaten like that. They would have liked to have seen him choke or lose or be distracted, but apparently he had one of his best games. So.
And I chose to do that instead of see the Islanders lose another game.
Man, why bother?
I gave these tickets away, but the next set, sorry. I'm only giving away every other set of tickets.
And the other ones just go into the pile?
Well, I mean, I made the video where I threw them out the window, even though people think it's
Get
fake.
destroyed.
Think what you want. The next one, I think, is from the top of a building.
Fake, totally fake.
Yeah, I guess I'm printing up tickets at home, man, is what they're
Is that
saying.
it?
Yeah.
Are you scanning them and printing and
I'm
counterfeiting?
I'm printing up tickets. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Because it's on shitty paper. But that's the point I'm trying to make. They don't even give you nice tickets. Like other places I've been to hockey games, they give you the nice, big, fucking thick ticket. You know what I'm talking about? And
like
it's heavy.
cardboard.
It's like, here's my ticket to the game. Mm-hmm. I got a half a season.
They're embossed.
Yes.
They have like gold.
They got a
and
seal on it.
holograms
Really nice.
on them and
all
shit.
that shit.
Yeah.
And I got a half a season. They mailed me my tickets
on toilet paper.
They're on regular. I'm going to see Molly Hatchet type tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Molly Hatchet.
With the I forgot what the logo is on the back. I have to look again. What Ticketmaster or whatever logo on the back. Just shitty. Who gives
That's it.
That's all. Yeah.
It's
the presentation all around just sucks.
Waste even going.
Paul McCartney. Are we gonna just make it simple?
I think. Why
go
not?
with your idea?
I think we should
use that with that.
Yeah.
And not overthink it at this point because we're we have to give these away.
Yeah.
So can we run that up to Flagpole officially?
Get that idea.
Ant's idea with mine, and actually Danny helped out with the twist with the here it is. So it would be first person here, which is obviously that, with that, so we know it's happening today.
Just that.
That's it. First one to tweet it to one of our accounts. We'll figure it out.
That should be incredibly easy.
Send it to yours.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I think I'm going to follow you for that. Look what I do now.
I don't need
I
to.
follow fucking Anthony.
I don't need to have
Actually, I don't want it either because now it's just going to clog up my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want my shit clogged up.
I don't want my shit clogged.
I see what you're doing.
I don't want my shit
You
clogged.
actually weren't being nice. You didn't want your shit clogged up.
What are you sniffing?
Yeah.
Bad?
No, not really. I'm not barking. Wow, that fucking shut down the show. The Paul McCartney Flagpole Casual
I know,
Friday
now it's
empty
gotta
coffee
be
cup thing.
Empty coffee cup mini meeting. Mini meeting.
And there's so much I want to say, but I realize the listeners are sick of it, and B, every time we do it, we get yelled at.
The last thing I need.
But a few of the things that were said during the break, it's just.
The last thing I need is a Friday
that ain't happening.
Meeting. Like one of those where they go, can we just have a couple of minutes?
That ain't happening.
No!
Nope. Good news, it's Hanukkah, so most of the Jews aren't even here. So.
Are the Jews celebrating Hanukkah? Do they take that off? Is there off time?
Did they start Hanukkah in November this year? What's wrong with these people?
Sometimes it's very early. Sometimes it's very late.
How about you do it in the
January.
middle of December when everyone's in the same spirit?
I don't know what constitutes the beginning or end of Hanukkah. I don't know what why does it start sometimes?
I don't know. Because it's a
different
made-up
things.
holiday, I think. It's a floating holiday.
Well, yeah, why
you
does
can't
it
have a
float?
floating holiday.
Like Christmas is the 25th.
I guess there are floating holidays technically, but it's within a day. They float this holiday within a month range.
Well, Thanksgiving is weird because it's like the last Thursday or something. So that floats around. That's stupid. But Hanukkah, why isn't Hanukkah on the same day of December every year? That's my question to Jew. I get it?
Oh,
my question to you, but it's my question to Jew.
Feeling pretty good.
La 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 la. No. That.
How many candles in are
me.
we with the Hanukkah thing?
What are we, one candle in?
One candle in?
And then at sundown, what do they light another candle?
Well, it started, Wednesday?
What?
We live among the Jews, and we don't even know what they're doing.
Tonight is third candle.
Third candle at sundown?
Yeah.
They're very secretive. We don't even know what they're doing.
They are very secretive.
You live in a neighborhood of just.
I know.
Do you see candles lit?
I should look in more of the windows for menorahs, but I wing into my driveway. I don't look at anything. I look at my beautiful Christmas lights that have festoon the front of my house.
Festoon?
Yes. My house is festooned in festivity.
That's not on my word of the day calendar.
And I got a nice, good big load of wood during that monsoon that we had the other day.
Soaked.
Fuck. So now I had a beautiful smolder in the fireplace last night. It was a great smolder.
And we all learned how much you like your fire and poking at it.
I love my fire and poking at it. Couldn't poke the fire once.
Anything worse than wet wood?
It's a smolder. There's no way to...
We're doing our wood jokes.
It's my wood jokes. I wonder why, because then I heard this story on the news where a wire came down and hit some wood, and it burst into flames. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Wet wood will burn when it's your fucking house.
Sure.
Your house is in the pouring rain.
Sure.
And that's burning like a motherfucker if you have a house fire. But I put a log in there with 8,000 degrees of log starters and paper and everything else. And it's engulfed in flames for 3 minutes, and then it's smoldering.
Right.
I just get like, what? I look at my fucking chimney, and it looks like fucking Treblinka. There's just black smoke coming out of the top. Looks like I'm electing a pope.
I was going to go with that. I swear to you. I was just waiting for you to finish.
It's horrible.
Fuck, I wanted to say that.
The pope line.
Yeah, I don't have many lines. That was a good one. I would have had that
Terrible.
one. What about when your wood is green?
Oh, green wood sucks because
it looks like it's perfect wood for a fire, and all of a sudden you put it in, and it's like, oh no, this wood's green.
Doesn't work. It's green. The wood's got to be seasoned.
What the fuck is that?
I hate that. I like a nice big fire.
Blackened or salt and pepper?
I like that pepper.
I like a blackened.
Yeah?
I like my shit blackened.
I've taken to starting cooking myself. I've been cooking a little bit. I do.
Nice.
All I'd make though is it's a full 7-pound chicken.
Oh,
that's all I ever make.
That's the best though.
It's great.
Where you cook that chicken for about 45 minutes? No, it's longer.
It's
right?
like
hour and a half.
It's almost just short
Why
of 2 hours.
7 pounds though? Who are you feeding?
Just me for a few days.
Do you eat the legs?
Yeah, you
the thighs?
rip the legs off.
It's all about the white breast
meat. It's really nice.
I'm gonna have to make one of those
Good
tonight.
shit. Good shit. That's what it's with, like winter stuff. Winter stuff is. I gotta find things to do in the winter.
Make a stew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beef stew in the winter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. With the brown broth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brown broth.
No fucking way. Is this true? Kyle in Boston. Kyle.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
I just saw on the news on my phone. I can't open the article, so I don't have any details. But the guy that got hit by the ice cream truck in that video you interviewed is a murder suspect right now.
We talked to that guy.
We got him on the phone.
He was cool.
Of course he's a murder suspect. Did you see the video? I could tell he was a murder suspect.
Is he a murder suspect before or after he got hit by the ice cream truck? Is it an old murder?
I think like very recently.
Murder's the case they gave me.
Shit. Seriously? That's just breaking?
First 48? What is it? Cold case files? Wow,
Hey,
that's
Did
something.
you see my Bruins put on a clinic last night?
What was it, 8-1, I think?
8-1, baby.
I'm taking a peek at the Bruins. They might become my team for the second half of the season. I'm officially picking a team for the second half of the season. I can't go Hack. I can't go Rangers. I can't go Devils. That's too local. I think I want to pick a team out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like maybe the Red Wings.
Ooh.
A team I would never follow and don't know much about.
Your team.
For the second half of the season, yes.
So, you're going second half season, new
Which
team.
is coming soon, I believe.
If that isn't the best bandwagon jumper ever.
Well, hey, man, the players do it. We started this last year.
Yeah.
Why can't fans be free agents and pick new teams?
Stick with your team.
Dude,
You're fair weather fan.
The shit I'm getting from Islanders fans because I threw my tickets out the window. Way to support the team. I'm like, when they take it serious again, I'll support them. I'm not.
You think the team isn't taking it seriously?
Hell fucking no. The
They're not
GM's
being
got to go.
serious.
I question if the owner even knows what the fuck he's doing. And then you got the politicians involved that don't even give a shit that the team is still on Long Island. So, hell fucking no. Don't get me started. What's up, Jimmy? Something's going on with you.
Nothing bad. No, I'm thinking of...
Did you hear the ice cream guy is a murder suspect?
I did not know.
Yeah, he just came back in. That guy's up for a murder.
Trying to get the whole story.
Although Kyle
Which
might be
ice cream guy?
that got hit by the ice cream truck?
Guy was
The
doing a
viral
little
video?
dance thing. We talked to him on the air.
Yeah.
He was doing a little dance thing, and he walked out, and the ice cream truck hit him.
Yeah.
And didn't kill him, which is amazing.
He's a suspect in a murder?
Rumor has it right now. We're getting initial reports.
Yeah,
That he was murdered, or is the suspect?
That he's a
Kyle, so
suspect
far
in a
we
murder.
can't find any info on that.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
It was like I got the link up the site to ABC News. It was on like their video section. I just can't open the videos on my phone.
ABC News, where? In what city?
It was just like the main ABC News site.
Oh, really?
I got the link off a local site. Actually, you know those LeBron shirts that you were talking about, going south, riding west?
Uh-huh.
It was off the Barstool Sports website, linked to ABC News.
Okay. Hey, Bruins doing well?
Yeah, but we still got, Mark Savard's coming back this week, so we just had to dump 2 guys to make some cap room, but...
This is what I'm going to do. Second half of the season. When does the second half of the season officially start? January? Mid-January, maybe?
Probably January. Late
And
January.
I will pick a team it has to be over 500. I have to have someone that has at
That's
least...
already just
that has
going.
to have a shot, and I'm not going to go with a front runner. Not going to
No?
go with an easy choice, no.
Why not?
Kind of a middle of the pack team with a above 500 record.
You should just go with a front runner.
Nah, because I don't want to be that much of a
all in.
A bandwagon.
You gotta either not do it or be all in with a front runner.
And then maybe I'll make a video dramatically removing my Islanders jersey and putting on that jersey.
Yeah. No, you throw it out the window and it gets caught on somebody's hood. They have a fucking 3-car collision.
Careen into an abutment.
You see a little pair of shoes fly out of a car window.
The little pair of shoes.
There's nothing worse than a pair of child shoes flying out of a car window.
Patent leather buckled shoes.
You know you're in Dutch.
All right, Kyle. Thanks for the knowledge there.
Thanks for the maybe
news
lie.
All right. Did you run that up the flagpole?
It is in the process of being attached to the flagpole.
It's being attached first, and then somebody's got to.
I guess the running. It might be being run right now. I have no idea.
Yeah, it could be running up.
All right, we'll see what happens.
You got an eye on the hallway.
Oh, boy, do I.
This is good. We got, like, overlapping fields of vision here.
Yeah, you got that hallway
I got
covered.
that hallway and there.
Why do you think
You got
Why do you
this.
think the studio was set up this way?
So they can't sneak up on us.
That's right. We see them coming a mile away.
Yeah.
We got the studio that has the 80-foot long hallway, so it takes them forever to come down that hall. And then the sneak attack you got, right?
Yeah, I got the
You
sneak
see him
attack
coming around
from
that
this
corner,
side.
don't you?
Oh, yeah. They don't get past me.
Nah.
No way.
Nah. I got to take a leak.
Yeah, I haven't taken a piss. I usually don't all day, but I ran out of the house this morning. I didn't take a leak, so I really got to go.
Howie Mandel's calling in.
Really?
Oh, and he's part of one of my favorite shows.
Which one?
No joke. I for some reason, I
St.
love...
Elsewhere?
Was he on St. Elsewhere?
I think he was, wasn't he?
Was he?
I have no idea.
America's Got Talent. I just liked that show. And he was a great
Yes, he
replacement
was.
for the Hoff. A great replacement.
Pat from Monarchy says he was on St. Elsewhere.
Really?
Yes, Pat from Monarchy.
Howie Mandel, yes.
The amazing.
I didn't watch
Pat
that
from
show.
Monarchy.
I didn't either, but I
didn't
remember
either.
him from it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I do know that. I
Yeah.
guess I do know that.
Is
What?
Kurt here?
And Kurt will be in studio next.
Where
you
is
know,
he?
You know Kurt?
I know Kurt for years, yeah.
Okay, we'll have him in next. And
Where
then-
is he, though? He was not in the offices.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm here. I haven't seen him.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we got and Jackie's coming by again to say hi. So
Yeah.
we'll be here a little later. Can we
Cool.
take leaks?
Yes.
Leaky.
And hopefully when we get back, it's been an hour now. We're trying to give away these Paul McCartney tickets. So hopefully we'll have an answer.
Up the flagpole.
If that doesn't go up the flagpole, then we'll just take a dumb fucking number caller.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
All right.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM.
Couple things. That last listener was wrong. Danny, you want to explain?
Long story short, that caller clicked a link from like a sports blog, and if you just would have read the caption, it was obviously not ice cream truck guy. It was just some guy, and for whatever reason, whoever runs this sports blog linked to the picture and said, check out this murder suspect who may or may not be the motherfucker above.
Oh, okay.
So it's completely
It's
unrelated.
two different people.
It's completely unrelated.
yeah.
So thanks again, listeners. You're
Great job.
forever.
Always just so accurate.
No, they're not.
I have hope in them.
Do you?
I continue to have hope.
Wow. Lost hope years
And
ago.
then the other thing, Derek came up with a great idea for the Paul McCartney tickets.
Yeah, he
and we
did.
definitely want to run this up the flagpole.
Let's run it up the flagpole
We
and
have
see
another.
if it's allowed.
We have another idea for the flagpole, Danny. If you can run down the hall or somebody else, okay? Does Derek want to say it himself? I think it's brilliant.
Oh, shit. Look what I got.
And of course, we got Pop-Tarts in them.
Oh, toasted cinnamon. Ooh, that's so
God,
good.
those are so knock on the floorable.
I know. Hiding them over
Brown
here
sugar.
just for me.
Brown sugar.
What's the idea?
I want Derek to say it because
It's
it's his
fucking great.
idea.
I just want to see.
This is
run it up the flagpole.
I want to, see what is said.
Why does this keep kicking me off the fucking network?
Because it doesn't like you, James.
At least
Derek,
there's a reason.
D-boy, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Well, why don't you just throw it out there? This is not what we're doing because we have to run it up the corporate flagpole and hope it gets blue skied after they bake it for a little while and maybe throw it between a couple buckets.
Right.
I think that the first listener who brings down a wooden leg should win the second pair of tickets.
A wooden leg. Just like his dumb wife.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, I have a feeling there's going to be an issue.
Do you think?
I like the idea a lot.
Let's run it up the flagpole.
Let's run it up the flagpole.
Submit it.
Are we officially running it up the flagpole?
Offer it up.
Who goes down the hall?
Who goes down and has to
Who's the guinea
submit?
pig that
Who's
has to
going to
deal
go
with
down
that
and
shit?
hear no immediately?
Flagpole.
No, flagpole it. That's
Flagpole.
That's something we would have done in the past without even running up the flagpole.
Yep.
And people would have laughed, and then they would have got to see a terrific show.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that idea. It's not outrageous. We've done way worse.
Someone flagpole it.
Flagpole! D-boy, you flagpoling?
I guess I'll be flagpole.
Wow, he's taking his own
Yeah.
idea to flagpole it.
Who do I got to go
Wait
see?
till you
Gary?
see how it comes down.
Where's his office?
Tattered.
Anyways, I never go down there.
The one that they kicked Rob Cross out of.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why do they kick Rob out of his office?
I don't know, because the mashup needed room. I don't know. They play musical chairs in the hallway all the time.
That's great.
They should just take our office. We don't use it.
He's going to put the flagpole up, and it's going to come down like the one that was at Ground Zero.
Jesus.
Just all fucked up.
Hey, one of our Kurt is outside. Kurt
Yes,
Metzger.
he is.
Bring him
Yes.
in, man. Kurt's a very funny comic.
We met already.
Yeah,
We all had our dicks in our hands.
I guess we got to admit that we were bitching about management, and all of a sudden Kurt goes, "This is awkward. I just want to say hi. I'm going to be doing your show in about a minute."
Like, oh,
we all got our dicks in our hands.
I didn't want to make it awkward later.
But Ant made it really
Jimmy.
awkward because there were 4 stalls. You were on the left stall.
yeah, I fucked it up.
You fucked it up so bad.
fucked
But
it
then
up.
I think I fucked it up because you didn't take the far right stall.
I should have went way long.
You went so
There's
now,
dividers, though, right?
Yeah,
As long
yeah.
as
Unfortunately,
dividers.
I hate those things.
You could drill
Jimmy's
through
always
those.
putting holes in him. Yeah.
Long story short, then I had to pee in between Kurt and Anthony.
Yeah.
But if you went to the far one, then I would have to pick who I wanted to
It would
pee
make
next
it-
to.
Buffer. I was actually.
I should have went
taking-
stall though.
I was taking the option out of your hands, so
Yeah.
you didn't have to decide who am I going to piss next to.
But
see, I shot the hostage.
The proper non-homo move would have been to do this the urinal to your right, because then I'm only next to one guy.
I should have went long.
I
Yeah.
failed, and I peed in front of 2 guys when I
Yeah.
could have only had to pee in front of 1 guy. And actually, the real answer is to fucking take the stall at that point and not pee in front of any guys next to you.
True.
It's a math problem every time you go into the bathroom. You understand.
Yeah.
The hard part is I take
your
so long
hand?
to piss. I literally, me and Florentine were at Ozzy on Wednesday, and there's a packed bathroom. So we're talking, and I'm standing there.
Sorry, sorry, Jimmy. I should have done that. Hold on.
What?
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Well, Derek came running back, and I thought he had good news.
Breaking news: Derek is back.
He ran it up the flagpole. Your idea for the Paul
let us
McCartney
know
tickets.
what happened.
First person to come by with a wooden leg. It's a brilliant idea. It's a great radio idea.
They said no.
Wait.
It didn't even go up the flagpole.
It didn't even go up there. It was marched out to the flagpole, and then somebody marched right back in. They didn't even take it out of the case. They were just like, fuck it.
What's the idea?
For McCartney, the Sirius XM is putting on he's got McCartney doing the Apollo. It's like a really special show to celebrate 20 million listeners. Tickets are completely unavailable.
Right.
So we have a couple of tickets, 2 pairs or whatever, to give away. And we're trying to think of, because we had 2 weeks with this and we did nothing. So we're trying to think of something to do last minute. And we've come up with really not good ideas. And Derek had an idea, which was very funny.
Yes, very
But we
funny.
all knew.
We all knew.
It's a perfect idea.
But
for the
McCartney,
show.
no one can say to McCartney, yeah, hey, Paul, sit down. Great idea. But we know that.
He'll never know.
I just
Thank
think
you, Anthony.
He would never
We're
know.
We're never going to be on his
We're
radar.
not on Paul McCartney's fucking radar.
That's not true.
Really? Is he
Really?
gonna do that awful like Starbucks coffee fucking album that he had?
Jinga, 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 jinga.
Everybody gonna sing it?
Everybody yeah. We
You're
were
onto
just
that,
goofing on
too?
that. We hate that.
Yeah, we're not. I'm a huge Beatles McCartney fan, but not
Yeah,
not so
really.
much with the mandolin thing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Not a fan of that.
I'm just going to scream,
did well,
let it
though.
be, until he sings it. I'm going to scream, let it be, through my cupped hands. Fuck it. And Ozzy songs.
No, he didn't even run it up the flagpole, and that's why the frustration from me. That's where it all comes from.
Well, he actually met
He
me.
thinks it's just a crazy idea, right?
Yeah,
it's
just-
insane to even think that, right?
Yeah, he just walked to the door before I even got there and was like, no.
But it's not up to him. His job is to run shit up to the lawyers.
We
the
wanted
flagpole.
flagpoled.
We wanted flagpole.
We wanted
It's not-
flagpole.
He can't make creative
Right.
decisions for his fucking
Right.
show. His job is to run it up the flagpole. So go back down there and tell him that Opie and Anthony want to rent.
Oh, shit, here it comes.
Is he going to come on the air?
Oh, shit.
Run
here
it up the
comes.
flagpole.
Oh, shit, swim walk.
He's still holding the coffee.
Someone's been exercising. Hold on. Kenny, I asked Kenny for coffee and it hasn't come yet, so it looks like somebody's fired.
He's still walking around.
He's waving.
He's still walking around with his coffee.
They
The
can't
empty
be
coffee
drinking
cup.
that much coffee.
No one
where
drinks
he
that
needs
much
the cup
coffee
the
on
whole time.
Casual Friday.
You came in a very weird
Oh,
day.
today's Casual Friday?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
You
yes.
got,
Well,
the,
this
you
whole
got the
sweater?
proper casual Friday
Very
outfit
casual.
on there.
It's where people in management pretend that they're not fucking ready to slit their own throats under the pressure. It's where they all pretend.
Flagpole. Where's he going?
Where is he?
Where's he going?
Flagpole!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
shit. Well, oh, no. He went to make the turn to go into the little producer's studio there.
And he stopped behind
and
the curtain.
He stopped. He pulled his phone out and went straight.
So he's flagpole.
It'd be great if he was taking a cock photo behind the curtain.
His job is not to decide on our creative shit. It's to run it up flagpoles to the
He's
lawyers.
flagpole. He's
Right.
the middle guy.
Old days, we wouldn't even be flagpole. we
There'd
would
be
be
a
doing
wooden
it.
leg up here as we speak.
And no one would have noticed.
Yeah.
In the end, no one would have
It
noticed.
is a very funny idea.
It's a great idea. It's and it's the
If
spirit
you
of
would
our
come
show.
to me, there would be a wooden leg in the studio as we speak.
So, Kurt, do you fly a lot? No, I'm just kidding. Is there anything worse than those fucking radio interviews?
Kurt Metzger will be at Caroline's this weekend. Very funny guy. And as soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, fuck, I saw this guy in Last Comic Standing. And he did a very good job, man.
Thanks,
really
buddy.
good job.
Yeah, Kurt's a very funny,
funny.
dark stand-up. A very fucking dark stand-up.
Yeah.
Very funny, though.
Yeah, I'm actually filling in for Tracy Morgan because he had like 30 Rock shit to do.
Really?
So I'm glad he did the show because I guess people didn't know, or some people didn't know when I just showed up to headline and not the Tracy that they paid to see.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I'm sure I don't know. I guess
If you
Caroline's
got a
warns
Tracy
people,
Morgan
but-
crowd, they might throw stuff at you.
No, it's all white people that have no idea what they're going to say. And I'm like,
But they don't know what Tracy's like. You
Yeah,
don't
I
think?
love what Tracy does, but I love watching white people get disappointed when they see it's like, white ass fucking jokes. They're just horrified.
My favorite Tracy Morgan story, I tell it a lot, but what the fuck? I saw him at Caroline's, this was before 30 Rock, and half his act that night was trying to show his pubic hair to the ladies in the front row.
Doesn't he take his, he took his dick all the way out.
I think since the 30 Rock and the success in films, I don't think he pulls out his pubic hair as
No,
much.
not as much.
No, there's a
Not
bunch
as
of
much.
people around Tracy. I did interview him for like the website for Comedy Central.
Yeah.
And there's like 5 people standing watching the whole thing.
Making sure everything's on the up and up.
Oh,
But he was the
fuck
guy
yeah.
that pulled out his pubic hair.
I don't know. There's all these stupid fucking publicists and shit when you get big you got to deal with.
In some cases, and I hate publicists, but in some cases, when they're trying to prevent one of the NBC stars from showing his asshole to him, they're like Tracy probably
Let
needs
him
5 people. Because he's fucking, I'm going to get you pregnant and putting his dick on people. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm going to put my
Getting you
balls on
pregnant,
your
he's being
girl's
very clear.
shoulder.
It's like, you're famous, Tracy.
On your chicken fingers.
Yeah. When you eating that chicken fingers, I put my balls on them. Watch what
I'm
happens.
gonna put a pubic hair in your Dennis Leary. It's local for people that go to Caroline's. It's a terrific drink.
Yeah,
though.
somebody told me some story about walking on him in Saturday Night Live. It was Maureen Tarrant told me, like, who was it? Wait, maybe I shouldn't say it. Told me this story.
Yeah.
But he had
Oh.
Tom Hanks in a headlock.
Oh, really?
Because he realized they both had the same sneakers. and he couldn't, like...
And then he's like, that's my
They just
boy.
walked in, and it was Tom Hanks laughing and Jim Brewer cracking up, and he just had Tom Hanks like, well, we got the same sneakers. He's an Oscar winner.
I don't know if you can put an Oscar
Tracy
winner
sense.
in a
Because they
headlock.
had the same sneakers.
And only a headlock was the only way to get that.
And only a crazy black guy could get away with that. Like, if I tried to put Tom Hanks in, it wouldn't come off as good-natured.
No.
It would come off as, like, really awkward and unfunny. But Tracy, they just, is, I guess it's just
Security
him.
would wrestle you to the floor.
Yeah, I know.
Good Pop-Tart.
Kyle from Boston wants to say he's a douche. It's okay, Kyle. We all make mistakes.
Oh, boy.
It's fine.
What did he do?
He gave us some wrong info, which is
The guy's not a
good
murder
thing.
suspect?
Yeah, the not murder suspect. Although,
You guys
He
have...
probably is.
Yeah.
Murder suspect.
Attaboy,
I'm
Ant.
just-
But
I'm
people
just
call in with
saying.
some dumb shit to you. I was
all
listening
the
when the
time.
guy called in about Charles Manson's was a secret agent, and
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy.
I love that guy.
that
was a good
Patrice
time.
thought it was plausible, by the way. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
Did he?
Of course.
Yeah.
Tree.
Dude, they went to Charles Manson. That's our representative in the Middle East to change hearts and minds.
Yeah.
Manson.
How far,
Patrice is a boob.
how far did you get on Last Comic?
I didn't even make the finals, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
only got
know.
to L.A.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It was just like free publicity, dude. It was totally worth doing.
But the further you go, I mean, the bigger you get, right? Or at least more well known.
You know what? I get, because people show up to shows, and because I'm a lot dirtier than, I mean, I'm not crazy dirty, but I'm dirtier
Dirtier
than
than
you
what you
think.
did on
yeah.
TV.
And, I don't really want a whole
My
bunch of
problem with
network.
Last Comic Standing, the concept is really good, but like every reality show, they're casting.
Yeah, well, dude, it's
You
intrinsically
were funnier
fucking-
than a bunch of the people that made the finals.
Yeah, but I didn't think I would win that. I mean,
but they're
yeah.
casting. They have to get the female comic. They have to get the guy doing
They
kind
need
of
a
Dane
heavy
Cook's
set
act.
minority.
You got to do
And
the
then-
minority comic. You got to do a guy that's probably a gay comic.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
They're filling comedic roles instead of. It's called Last Comic Standing. Get all the guys, and whoever's the funniest should truly keep moving on.
But just having a contest, you're just fucked from the start. That's just intrinsically a shitty, you know what I mean? It's a comedy contest anyway, because everybody likes different shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always hate them, too, because you really... Comics are never going to agree with who wins. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like you're not going to see Dave Attell winning comedy contests.
Right.
He'll do well, but you know what I mean? Then they're going to give it to the guy who's like good looking. Or it's a casting thing, so
That's what I
you
said.
know what it is going in.
They got the smart comic.
Yeah.
and the-
Dude, I went to a NACA thing one time, and it was like, or no, somebody else's store to jerk off. I was, I really am an ass. It's Big J. It's not Big J, but he went to a NACA thing, and it was like a it's about Hood. You remember Hood?
Oh,
right?
Hood was a Middle Eastern guy who he was Iranian or whatever, but he used to
Yeah.
go on stage with like fake bombs strapped to him after 9/11. It was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, so this guy,
Yeah.
dude, this is before Insomniac even. So Attell goes on. Jay looks over the shoulder of the college, because college bookers are dumb as shit, and he looks at what he's right next to the comics. David Tell. It says ho hum, and then right under that with Hood it says astonishing. We must get this for next year.
Holy shit.
Like, people are fucking stupid. You don't put it up to them to vote for who's the best.
Ho hum.
Yeah.
Attell?
Maybe you just
Ho
make
hum for Attell.
Maybe you just say one of Attell's punchlines. Yeah, they're a repulsive NACA. You know what I mean? It's like but that's that shitty college mentality that they like.
Of course.
They like it, a lot of energy, and they're not going to love Dave. Now they would, but they wouldn't have then.
Yeah, right.
I'm babbling.
Hey,
Pointlessly.
quickly, we got some Pink Floyd fans in the room.
I like Pink Floyd a lot, but that's legendary.
yeah.
We have an amazing version of Comfortably Numb that is worth playing today. It's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Pink Floyd's really hard to do.
Totally.
Did you guys ever try to do Pink Floyd when you were doing the band thing?
Just a couple of acoustic songs, you know.
Smart to go acoustic.
Yeah, smart to go acoustic.
Not as
People
complicated.
don't expect as much.
Full band, and they nail fucking Floyd. You want
Yeah.
to hear it?
Of course I
Want to
do.
hear it? Comfortably
Sure.
Numb. We all know that song.
Comfortably
right?
Numb, too, so it's a
It sounds like you're listening to Pink Floyd.
Cool.
I really can't wait to get it. I just can't wait.
Hello, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home?
this?
Just the basic facts.
It's all off time.
Where it hurts. There is no pain you always see.
Are they doing this on purpose?
This isn't a music store. They're just standing on a stage outdoors.
A distant ship smoke on the horizon.
Are they purposely being bad?
What the fuck are they?
You're only
It's fucking Doyle and his friends from Sling Blade.
Your lips move, but I can't hear what you say.
You no-tuning son of a bitch.
You can't even hear what your band's playing.
I was a child. I had a fever.
This is Stink Floyd.
My head felt just
I wanted to say it, but it was much funnier when you said it than it would have been.
Now I've got that feeling once again.
This guy walks around with singer's confidence, too.
Yeah, he certainly does.
He's prancing the stage like a cat. Cunt.
Oh, here comes the big note.
Yeah, this is what I was
Big
waiting
note,
for.
Big note.
I've become comfortable in
Holy shit.
What a bum.
Wow.
He has hair like John Voight.
Little pumpkins in
John
the front.
Voight.
Yeah, it must have been a Halloween show in front of the music store, huh?
Yeah.
A couple shitty pumpkins in front.
I don't see anyone standing there either.
Where's the crowd? Pumpkins is the audience.
They're not really drawing.
At the end of the video, there is some polite clapping when it's over, but you could pick out each individual clapper. So there's got to be like
Really?
7
Yeah.
people.
And
clapping.
it's probably like the friends or
Yeah, guy's
their
wife.
friends. Yeah.
Fucking fat chick.
They are horrible. And what's the title of the video? It's like butchering, the worst butchering.
Yeah, it's titled different things in different places, but worst cover of Comfortably Numb Ever.
Wow.
Ben Butcher's Pink Floyd.
That is horrid.
Do you know what the name of the band is? They're fucking.
Do you think they're an actual band? Is that what you're...
Wow. Should give them the McCartney tickets.
It's still better than that McCartney song.
This is crap. I do.
Can you stand up, stand up, stand up?
He's trying to get people to stand up.
And he waves his arm like in a get up motion.
Like, stand up. Now that he's halfway through the song, he's feeling like good about it. He knows he's nailing it.
Yeah. He's never sang this one without a fucking cue ball being thrown at him.
Yes, there is. The fork in my ear.
It's hard for me to watch.
This is terrible.
He just made a face like he acknowledged it, man.
Yeah, the singer's making faces like the bass
we still
player's
doing
fucking
this?
up. Yeah. It's like, oh man, what are you doing? You're fucking up the song. Meanwhile, he stinks on ice, this
Sounds
guy.
like someone has been in bands in their lifetime.
I love the clunker note.
There's a little kid in the corner. There's actually people there.
The guitarist always looks at the bass player. The bass player looks at the guitarist, and they're both like, you fucked up. It wasn't me.
A lot of people are onto this thing. Kevin in Boston, what do you got?
Hey, you got to listen to the guitar solo, man. It's the best part of the whole thing.
And we were talking over it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, somebody sent me this yesterday, and I was watching it. I watched the beginning, and then...
These guys are famous now for sucking.
Yeah, they're not
Which is
good.
great.
This
It's like,
video's everywhere, Ant. This is a big one.
your band, you'd love to get the exposure this band's getting, but not for this reason. Because you stink.
The other best part
got
is
it?
they sing so bad that they're all singing along with the song, like mouthing the words. to try to keep time.
Oh, God.
The drummer's just off in his own universe.
All right, Kevin, thank
But
you.
wouldn't you...
We got the solo.
Now that it's popular, though, this video, wouldn't you want to go see them?
Yes.
Like, so if they
Of
play out
course.
somewhere, it's like, wait, that awful Pink Floyd band is playing? I'm so seeing them.
Get Joe on it.
Yeah.
Get these guys to warm up before a 2U
Yeah,
show.
they should be called PU.
PU and 2U. PU.
Very good. All right, Kevin, we're going to listen to the solo without talking. to. Did you see that look? He looked to his guitar guy and said, "Do I come in now?"
He's like,
right here.
Just go, and listen when he comes in. Go back to the part where he comes in. It sounds like that black guy that's crying during that show. I still love you. He comes in sounding just like that guy.
We can mash that shit right in.
Yeah, do a mash.
We could easily do that. Watch, look. He's trying to figure out where he comes in. Right here? Right here?
Oh my God.
I tried to look, but it was gone. I
love that guy just sings. That's the
Yeah. Oh, I love his fucking stage presence.
The drummer keeps time like a busted fan belt. It's fucking
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, those guys are.
Oh, you see his face? He knows he sucks.
Yeah.
He gave a face like, my throat today.
He just made it today.
But that's the face like, sorry guys, I'm a little cold.
Sorry, I'm not feeling it this life.
Fighting off a cold, yeah.
Fighting off a cold. Wow, that is some really bad Pink Floyd.
Isn't that great?
What's the name of the band?
I don't know. I'm going to have to find out.
Yeah, I need to. This is right up there with that. Remember that other video that was out a few months
I
ago?
know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I do anyway.
I know
It's
the name
more
of
of
the
a
band
visual,
should
but
be.
the guys that were just playing it completely over the top, the drummer.
Oh. No, I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh,
I
you
thought
got
you were talking
something
about
else?
the Final Countdown band.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Final Countdown?
Yeah, it's like as far as like terrible covers go, like that Pink Floyd thing, that was like the sequel.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
I
this
think-
the song, Final Countdown?
Yeah,
The Final
yeah.
Countdown?
What?
Wait, sounds like a Casio.
And there's nobody in front
Nobody
of them.
there in front of them. You see a lot of grass in
Oh,
front of
this
the
is
stage.
great. Listen how bad that keyboard is. It's like the band from Welcome to the Dollhouse.
It got almost 2.5 million hits.
This is great.
Be proud of the stage too, this guy.
Oh, just back and forth.
Here
It's like
we go.
Stephen Wright.
Looks like he's autistic.
Maybe.
He's got his hand in his pocket.
Uh-oh. He's doing his own backup vocals.
They gotta practice this shit somewhere. That's the band.
This is foreign now, isn't
Somethingly
it?
bad.
This is from another country or something, ain't it?
This is so good. No echo, so he's got to do his own echo. Is he Asian or Mexican or something?
Yeah, this is like some kind of Eastern Bloc. country, dude.
I like how he does his own backups. What is it? Thank you.
It's the final countdown.
Final countdown.
That's awesome.
Who's that guy?
Some big guy just walks in front of the camera.
Not even a glance at the band.
There's no one there. This is the saddest thing. Oh, God.
fuck.
Go to the end so we can see how they finish it and if there's any ovation.
They're German, dude.
That is so good. Look at the two guitarists like right next to each other.
Yeah, they're keeping time.
That's how it
perfectly.
ends. It just ends, huh?
Wow.
People try and turn us on to Creed Shreds. We did that one already. If you haven't checked that out on
What's
YouTube,
Creed Shreds?
it's brilliant. Some guy overdubbed, concert footage with just horrible guitar playing and stuff.
Really, the visual is fantastic. It's more a visual thing.
It really, For Kurt, just like 30 seconds. Watch.
The vocals, everything. They just fuck it up completely.
They're the coolest Christians, those guys.
Are they Christians?
Yeah, dude. he was like a Christian rock band or
They take the actual video and just trash it.
That's great,
Kurt can't breathe. He's laughing so hard.
Dude, who made that? That's awesome.
It's brilliant.
I did.
Yeah, Jimmy, you did great with that. I think they put subtitles so you can sing along.
Whoever did this must have been dying laughing doing it.
This is a big pink graphic that says fags in the video. They kill
says
him.
it all.
They
sync it up perfectly.
That doesn't sound good, though, man.
Oh, Jim, wait
Dude,
a
they
minute.
had a bunch of good, like, what's that Hitler movie, Last Days, where people were changing the...
That's beautiful.
God damn.
My God.
Oh,
There's a whole bunch of those shreds videos. Like if you just put shreds into YouTube, like the first 3 are some shred videos. You got Kiss shreds, Kings of Leon shreds, and Santana shreds.
But Creed is the best.
Creed, I think that
We did another one. We did their... What was the hit song we did, which was really funny?
With which one?
Last time we
Creed?
did this, it was a different Creed video. I mean, that one works.
That one's hysterical.
That one was
that was the
hilarious
one.
as well.
Fuck, that is so funny.
I think there's also like an Ozzy and
Really?
and Randy Rose. Oh
God.
Just funny. You know how good Randy is, and just to hear his little this guy who makes these videos just doodling on his guitar, it's just
completely
so bad.
fucking it up. You know what the good part about it is, and you realize how they pull that off, is they take the video, and when they focus on the guitar player, normally you hear the entire band, but they just highlight the bad guitar playing, and when they show the singer, it's just and the drummer can just be going clunk clunk clunk.
And the guy, he does pay attention to detail because he tries to, like, if you're high up on the fretboard, he tries to make high sounds. If you're low on the fretboard, and he tries to look at the hand and actually make the strumming pattern sort of match a little bit.
Amazingly enough, there's some talent that went into making that because piece of shit.
It's like when Mark Wahlberg has to sing terribly in Boogie Nights. Like he can really sing
because
like,
he's a singer.
And when they cut to shots of the drummer, like you see him, he's hitting the cymbals and the snare at just like how he's hitting it in the video, but he's making it so terrible. It works so good,
rimming it and fucking it up. It's great.
Yeah, he does sound like Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Oh, a couple of times when he's going, yeah.
It says he was kind of doing a Scott Stapp and just abandoned it.
Yeah.
See, he kind of gets it.
I hope this is the Ozzy one. I'm not sure. I mean, we don't have to play it, obviously, but there's a part where I've seen one of these shreds video where Ozzy just like starts clapping, and there's just nothing going on except shitty guitar playing and clapping, and it's fucking hysterically funny. Yeah.
It's Jakey Lee. Oh, that's...
Jake E. Lee shreds for the people at home.
Oh, that is fucking funny. Ozzy is clapping his ass off.
Horrible clap.
Just the guitar and clapping is brilliant.
You see how he's hammering on it?
He's matching it perfectly.
It looks like he's doing it.
Oh my god. Are people like watching this at home? Is this fun for people to listen to?
They don't even give a shit. It's so fucking funny to me.
We're all crying. Who cares what they're doing?
I'm trying to figure out where to clap. There you go. And then he's back clapping.
Dude, that's better than the theme one.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit. That is funny.
That was a
fucking
great
funny.
one. Ozzy clapping.
Ozzy clapping.
Someone asked if he's seen the Rolling Stones one.
There's so many.
There's a million of them. Okay.
Yeah. We could sit here all day and do this.
I was talking about
brilliant.
I was talking about the band that went over the top with that Van Halen song that was viral for a while.
the Van Halen one. Yeah,
with the drummer that just completely fucking is overplaying it.
That Ozzy clapping is. I love the fact that the guy is clapping.
I think this might have been the first one I seen it. I think I laughed just as hard this time as the first one.
That one's really funny.
You have to do
I
this
think that's
and
better than the
laugh
other
your
one.
balls off.
We should have a shreds contest. Like people should make their own shreds videos.
Oh man, yeah.
We should just steal this guy's idea.
Totally.
That's pretty much what I just said.
Who's the?
We should just do this and pretend like
Who
we
came
did
up
it.
with that, man?
It's brilliant.
It really is. Hey, if we're talking about music, can we listen to Bret Michaels doing the national anthem? It was a major bust, and they're
was it?
They're putting it right up there with all the other bad renditions.
Wow,
Did
really?
he do a bad job?
Oh yeah, he did.
What happened to him? He had like brain cancer or something. What did he get?
Brain cancer or something.
He had something wrong with
He
him.
had
Right?
like an aneurysm or some shit or some kind of fucking blood vessel
Some kind of tight
brain
bandana.
problem.
We liked Bret Michaels, but he had a major fail with this.
You know something? Before you play it,
This is from NASCAR. That's right.
it's fucking. It's like impossible. It's very hard to sing, and Bret Michaels isn't a Star Spangled Banner singer.
Yeah.
He's a fucking have a lot of music behind you.
Right.
Have a lot of effect on your voice. Get your so you could sing falsetto and sound like you're singing high. So for him to do this, I don't think I'd have taken the gig.
Yeah.
Maybe turn down
He's
a
a
couple of
vocalist,
gigs.
let's call it.
Yeah. All right, let's hear him.
Performed today by this year's Celebrity Apprentice winner, Poison frontman,
I didn't know
rock
that.
legend, and most importantly, NASCAR mega fan, Bret Michaels, and Miami's own Nanette Molina.
What?
Oh, say, can
Oh, it
you
starts real low.
see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Wow, he's really off.
through the perilous
Probably got the echo coming back at it too, right?
He's got monitors.
For the ramparts we watch
Watch.
was so gallantly streamed.
Oh, here we go.
Who's that? Who the fuck is that?
Susan Boyle. Someone stepped on a clit.
He couldn't do the high notes, so they got another singer.
Just let her do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she didn't nail it.
are still there. Oh, say does that
How many celebrities have sucked at this? That's always
Oh
a
my
thing.
God.
Somebody bombing at doing a national anthem.
Oh, well, that's cool as fuck.
F-16s.
These Jets will see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good, but it's not like crazy embarrassing. Does it get bad?
No, he's just off.
It's not good.
It's bad. It's not good, but it's not like
It's not like legendary.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's truly terrible.
yeah.
We should open
But
with
there
that.
are some
And
real
then
bad
with
ones.
the
Way
shredding
worse
videos.
than that.
If she was gonna take over the high parts, why did he start so low?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it didn't fit.
Or maybe because I guess maybe he was backing off for her range. I don't know. That's kind of strange.
Here's my analysis. It just stunk.
It really did stink.
Do you remember when they used to advertise where you could get an album of like the Star Spangled Banner and like all these patriotic songs? It was like,
K-Tel?
yeah, it was like who would like? I
was
mean,
right
not
after 9/11.
against, but
Sit there and
what insane person would get
Listen
it and
to
listen?
that. There were some really weird collections that used to come out years ago.
It had,
That,
it had
K-Tel would do.
Yeah, K-Tel, dude. It was Pomp and Circumstance was on it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you always wanted that. Because
Yeah, if you need that, like the presidential fucking.
But
sounds
how
like
much
the Congress is walking in.
But how much pomp do you need in your life?
A lot of pomp, a lot of circumstance.
Yeah,
you're about to fuck.
maybe a little bit, but
And then remember that other commercial where it's like, these classic songs, the Polovetzian Dance No. 3 by Borodin. You might know this as... And he'd give you like what you know it as. You know, you might know this is the Benny Hill theme. It is actually Reggae Schwa by fucking. He'd give you the classical version. And
the
it was
Benny
all-
Hill theme is really has a real name.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course
it does.
It does.
It's not that.
It's not the Benny
I
Hill
know
theme.
that.
It's called Yakety Sax.
Yakety sax.
Oh, of course.
Yakety
Beethoven's yakety sax.
Yakety sax. What else would you call that?
Flagpole.
Flagpole.
Flagpole answer?
I don't know. We all
I
turned
have
to
an
look
answer
at
on the
Erock,
first
and he
one.
looks very, very.
Here, wait a second. Let me put this up.
Oh, before he walks in, how much weight did he fucking gain, dude? Look at him.
I know what's
Come
going
on,
with
what the
Erock.
fuck?
He's
Hi, Eric.
What's wrong with him? What are you saying?
nothing.
I wasn't saying. I was saying,
didn't
is he
say it.
coming in?
Oh.
Why are you gaining so much weight?
You're actually because I'm
Is
fat.
it time for an Erock weigh-in?
We can do that.
You have
I
to
did
be.
one before I left.
Yeah, but you have to be. I think bigger than you were.
Kurt, I think we're
No,
bothered
I'm
by
still at
him.
the same weight.
We're bothered by him because he obviously shouldn't be a fat guy.
No.
You know what?
Some
'Cause I
guys
was-
carry their fatness fine, but
I used to be fatter. Like, if you look
Really?
at my old headshots, they're on there. I look like a fucking meathead from my manager still send it around. But you know what you do? Get some of those dangerous fat burners. That'll take that shit right off.
Some of that dangerous shit.
Yeah.
Some fucking
It should say,
amphetamines.
"Don't take this" on the side.
I'm getting
Wow.
close to caring again.
Damn,
So,
Kurt.
yeah.
I'm almost
there you go. There's
Almost
a nice
caring.
Erock
Oh, wow.
fatness on my old.
Colin had the best, and I'm stealing this from Colin. He had the best line about Kurt. What did he say?
I
That he
have
looked like?
Serbian rape faces. Colin's favorite.
That really is. Wow.
that's you.
Yeah, dude.
That looks nothing
He's
like
fatter.
you.
Fuck out of here. How much you lose there, Kurt?
Not even that much, dude. I just started exercising a little bit.
That face is fucking great.
Yeah, look at the goatee one. dude.
Wow.
Where's the goatee? There?
Oh wow.
Right there. Oh, that's a good.
Make it look like you have a chin.
Yeah, there. Yeah, this one right
Oh, that's
there.
not one. Yeah, that one's not that bad.
So,
Damn.
yeah, dude, I was
bigger.
dating a Sicilian chick, and like, she's like a fairy that everything she touched turned to fat. Like my dog's fat. I got fucking.
Kevin from Connecticut. Erock weighs 15 Aussie gifts.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
I think that would be 270 pounds.
What did Erock used to? I mean,
not that much.
Erock fluctuates in weight more than anybody else on staff, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to lose about, I think, 40.
40?
Yeah, you kind of go between obese and morbidly obese.
Oh, you're getting pretty close there, Jim.
I know. That just took the wind out of my sails.
Not to be just a picky prick always, but why
What
that
is
part
all
of it?
that? Like, why is there that rule?
That goes with
don't
our
get
theme
it.
where everything is so complicated. Why would that? Why? Do you know, Erock?
I know just a little bit more. It's a legal issue, and it's not negotiable.
But what is the
What's
legal
the
issue? I want to
legal
know.
issue?
I
That
want
I
to
don't know.
I want to know.
That's all I was told.
Can
I want to know.
I'm gonna
for
read this.
knowledge.
Yeah, because we're not trying to bitch about the company. But we just don't understand sometimes.
Only be mentioned once?
Yeah.
Because about a wooden leg, is that why?
No, not that one. I'm still waiting for that one to come in. Yeah. We got a Twitter idea for the Paul McCartney tickets. It has been approved. But, and this is what's so weird, it can only be mentioned once.
So you can't even tell me right now what it is?
No, because if we it's like using a wish. You can't use your wish and then fuck up and went, well, I wished for some shit, I fucked it up.
And
Radio
they're serious
is very
about
complicated.
They're serious about it can only be mentioned once. I'm not trying to be a dick today. I'm not. I want knowledge. What could
Are you
ask
leaking
him why?
like state secrets? Like a
yeah. It's
just a WikiLeaks dump of this.
WikiLeaks.
Kurt, our theme with this show is that radio's gotten ridiculously complicated, and it doesn't have to be.
And it even says we cannot
crazy
solicit it
complicated.
again after the initial announcement.
It's okay to talk about it again once a winner's declared.
A winner is declared, but it can only be mentioned once.
Why only once? Legally, I would love to know why.
I don't get
Great, Daffy. That was wonderful. Yeah, but I can only do it once.
Because if you mention it more than once, and I'm going to guess, because if it's a passing mention, then it's a spontaneous thing as opposed to a planned contest. And once it becomes a planned contest, this is a guess. There has to be official rules. This is Jim Norton guessing.
Jim Norton Esquire.
I bet you're right, dude. They do that on
Jimmy doing well in Radio 101.
Wow.
Yes, which is once again why lawyers really should all be fucking dumped into it. If you could put like AIDS in a giant jug and put lawyers in and say drink your way out of it, that fucking, and this is all, not just this, all corporate attorneys.
I'm going with Jimmy.
Are shitheads.
I don't need the answer. I think Jimmy nailed it.
You think that's
but the sad part is the lawyers created the rule.
Of course they did.
We went decades doing radio contests without having official rules, but for some reason you now have to have official rules for certain contests.
So there has to be
I don't know why.
Official rules?
Dude, every contest has to have official rules and it has to be on your website. So people could check out the rules for themselves.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
or they could call and get official rules for that contest mailed to them.
Can't we just figure
why?
Dude, probably because a couple of lawsuits, a couple of scumbag people got scumbag lawyers and sued scumbag
lawyers
companies. You know what I mean? And other scumbag lawyers got involved. I'm sure it started with terrestrial radio. This shit didn't start satellite. Probably started with terrestrial, and they're just fucking picking up the ball where terrestrial left.
Every kind of entertainment, you gotta have some kind of professional cowards to like stand
to really
away.
fuck it
if
up
it's a publicist or a lawyer.
Yeah, there's too much fun and entertainment going on here. Let me step in.
All lawyer business cards should have just pictures of shit piled up like a giant steaming pile of shit with their name next to it. No job title. We know what you do.
Sure.
You know?
Oh yeah, you're a lawyer. I see.
Why don't we? I got an idea because Erock's got a pretty good Twitter account. It's called OA Photos. I like it because it's all the old school photos where we show you all the stuff we used to do, so we all could go down memory lane. Why don't we use his Twitter account?
We could do that.
Because it's
give me 1 second.
It'll promote.
I might have an answer.
You have to get it approved.
Is this the ass fucking contest?
It goes Erock.
It's not even.
Okay, there he goes.
There's always discussions.
I don't.
It has nothing to do with Erock. There's now discussions going on.
Yeah.
There's a buzz in the hall.
Oh, well.
Hi, Troy.
Hello, Troy.
The reason is if you mention it once.
It's not snowing in here.
You really are wearing a little fucking.
Like Johnny Depp doing Poems hat.
Are you trying to pick up women at the workplace, sir?
Always. Always in pickup women mode.
Is there anything to look at around here?
Exactly. You dress for the night before Christmas.
Don't name particular people because then you could be in trouble with HR.
Yeah,
true.
But in general, are there a couple?
If you squint.
I've seen nothing but
if you squint. That's good.
It's like the hat Brad Pitt wears and he brings home a new black kid.
Kurt Metzger at Caroline's all weekend long.
That is totally it, too.
See a shitty beard to go with it.
I got a video wearing pretty much that same hat from the old days ad from Real Rock TV, so I should shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gregorio.
You got an answer?
Yes.
All
so
right.
if you announce it once, that gives everybody that's listening at that time an opportunity to do whatever you need them to do. If you say it again later, people may just be tuning in and they would be at a disadvantage.
So who cares?
Who fucking
Who
cares?
came up with that?
How about
That's what I was told.
Fucking bad.
But who came up with that?
lawyers?
I mean,
I don't think lawyers. I think another guy trying to be.
But is this what
doing
it is,
a little
dude?
too much with his job title?
Is this like, because when I worked on Gong Show, dude, they had a guy from like a government guy making sure the rules that were made up were followed because a quiz show is that what that is?
It's all that
Probably.
stuff. Contest.
Unfair advantage. Is this,
How about it
They
forces
never had that guy
is this
last comic
part of the-
standing, by the way.
Is this part of the everyone wins a trophy world we live in?
Yeah. Do you know what great? By the way, my goddaughter got a report card. I don't even know what the hell they put on it now, dude. It's like O's.
No, there's no A, B, C, D.
She's like, and it's like for shit
F.
like I think it's a New York thing though. It's like participates in class, looks engaged. There's all this shit like self-esteem shit.
Psychobabble.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
Engaged?
dude.
How old is she?
She's fucking 8.
Oh, who does she look like she's engaged to?
Engaged.
No, it's written like that, like some,
But see, you take the grades out of the equation, now there's no pressure to learn in school anymore.
Right.
I mean, not that I felt that pressure when they were using grades, but
who gave a
lot
shit?
of people did.
Then who gives a
and
shit?
it turned out I was
know.
totally right not to give a shit.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
9 out of 10 times you're absolutely right.
Do you know how we could probably get around that rule? If you said something like at 9:30, let's say, I'm not saying this. This isn't the contest, so don't fucking run off.
because we could be in trouble for doing that.
I'm just talking. But if you gave a time and said that at that certain time you have to do this, you could probably announce it up until that time.
No, because
then,
people just tuning in would have less time to get to the. You need to have the thing now.
I wish I knew what this contest was.
I don't know. Would that be?
I need to know. I don't think it.
Is it a foot race? Is that why you need to?
Yeah, what the fuck?
People start running early.
That's the whole object of it. It's kind of a race to get there.
Could Troy find out who came up with that? I'm gonna bet it wasn't a lawyer.
No.
Yeah.
You think it's somebody practicing
really
law on their own?
Guaranteed it's a lawyer.
You think it's somebody practicing
Jimmy
a
goes
little,
with guaranteed.
down the hallway law?
That fucking
Lawyers don't care about fairness,
but they care about the.
That's why I'm saying it's not a lawyer.
They care about the penalties of not practicing fairness.
Right.
They don't care about anything other than fucking out-legaling each other.
The
They're
penalties are
shitheads.
what pays, not the.
They don't care about
the
integrity.
fairness. The fairness.
They don't give a fuck about fairness. If you said, look, the first one to fuck a baby wins a hat, they'd be all for that unless they could get sued.
They care about dignity. Do you think they care about dignity? God, lawyers. Fuck off.
And publicists, dude, add that part.
Oh, yeah.
I used to write for the Video Game Awards every year on Spike.
Yeah.
And, dude, writing the patter for the fucking celebrities to say.
Oh, right,
And then
right.
going through their publicists. And they all want to be funny, but none of them want to fucking be funny.
Don't want to. No, he won't say that.
Dude, the guy from, who was his name? Chris Klein, the dude from American Pie. It was
Yeah.
like a nightmare writing shit.
Really?
For this dude. And his publicist said no to every. And the last one we had was like, it wasn't even that good of a bit, but it would have worked. It was like some fake charity, and we are just going to put shit up behind him. And all you had to do was deliver the lines. And it was like, so we made up a handicap called like 8-bit face or something stupid, right? and it was like, oh, look, the kid has no eyes because he's 8-bit, right? His publicist goes, yeah, he doesn't want to make fun of kids with no eyes. We're like, listen, this isn't a
Do
real
you
condition.
get it?
It's
8-bit.
Yeah.
You don't understand?
No, and then she goes, we're afraid nobody's going to get that. Like only gamers are going to get that. I mean, it's the fucking
It's
Video
the
Game
Video
Awards,
Game
you
Awards.
stupid twat.
Well, yeah,
the
but
only place where people would get that is
Right.
here.
She's fucking shit, but you know who else is shit? The fucking pussy boy actor and these fucking
and the
faggy
kids with no
celebrities.
fucking eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking throw your glasses out, you little
Fuck
queer. You got
them
no
too.
eyes.
Fucking.
Yes.
So the lawyers came up with this.
Of course
Yeah.
they did.
Bravo
Of course
to
they
Jimmy.
did.
And what if there was a set time?
Because they said that we could get sued if we announce it, and then it was announced again later, and then the people that had the disadvantage could
Of hearing
sue.
it later, could sue.
That's completely
because it wasn't fair.
Paul McCartney
Because
tickets?
contest rules have to be. How about this? How about the fact that they weren't fucking listening? So
go
tough
fuck
shit.
yourself.
That's what motivates you to
What are
listen.
you going to sue for, by the way?
How about, can they sue for this if you say the 10th caller, I was farther away from a phone?
Yeah,
How come they
yeah.
can't sue for that?
That would be the same type of
I
thing.
course
have
it
no
would.
fingers.
Exactly.
I can't
They're saying
punch
that
the
saying that
keys.
it's not fair to the people who aren't listening.
Right.
Right.
It's not fair to the people
when you
that
try to
aren't
take care
listening.
of the people that are listening.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
Great.
It's not fair to the people who aren't listening. You're right.
Yes.
And if they hear it again, tough shit.
And do we have to give them away today, or can we give them away next week?
I mean,
Gary's trying to get us to stay.
yeah, but as far as I
we're
heard,
gonna
we were
find that
supposed
out.
to give these away by today at end of show.
He'll
but I have
find
not
Gary
heard
and let us
anything
know.
else.
I bet we could.
The 10th caller.
No, we're not doing a 10th caller. The 10th caller will be the 10th caller.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I might have went too far with that. Oh, my God.
That's it.
The 10th caller is just that.
But what if I wasn't listening when you said that?
True.
I know. There's a problem.
That's not fair.
Maybe we should just knock on everyone's door and tell them we'll be doing this to turn their radio on.
Can't we
Just
just
make
give
it fair.
everybody? Can't we just give all the fans a pair of tickets?
Can we do that? Is there enough room?
Because that way it's fair for everyone.
Everyone gets a trophy. Everyone gets tickets.
Had it.
It is lawyers being scumbags, but it's also it's the public because the
Cry
public
baby.
has sued for stuff like this.
Yeah.
These fucking shitty fellow citizens of ours have sued because they didn't think it was fair.
Is Troy going to the big show? I know you're a Beatles fan.
Huge McCartney fan. No, and I just want to say that I would pretty much
McCartney over Lennon?
Yeah, dude, huge McCartney fan over Lennon.
What?
Yeah, McCartney had the best songs, I think.
He knew how to
Well, he
write
did
a pop
that Michael
song.
Jackson where they fight over a chick. Like they,
That's great. Say
Well, I like just the
what
talking
you
part.
want.
The 80s
No,
and 90s weren't
Michael.
good for McCartney.
the girl's mine.
Oh, God.
You know the girl's mine.
The girl's
I
mine.
like girls.
Michael was convincing,
The
right?
doggone girl is mine.
Hey, Michael, stay off this girl.
Doggone girl is mine.
Yeah, Michael was so
Exactly.
convincing.
Ugh,
Not this one.
no, that is actually a
it's
good
the
song.
girl is mine.
This is
we
good.
want.
The propofol is mine.
We might need the video where they talk before the song kicks in. Troy, why aren't you going? Didn't everyone here get tickets?
No, I tried to get tickets, but I couldn't get them.
I heard there was some kind of lottery or something.
Yeah. And I
Did
asked
they tell
everybody, but-
everyone at the same time?
you
Yeah,
should
right?
sue.
But I just
You
want to
didn't have
put it
a-
out there.
You should sue.
I'd almost do anything for those tickets.
Oh,
So,
suck my
Yeah,
cock.
but I don't even know if we're allowed to just give you tickets for humiliating yourself.
yeah, I don't
That
know
would
either.
be against the rules.
Yeah.
And Kurt, this is like I say, we don't understand.
I know the video where
It's
they're
gotten
like a
so
traveling.
complicated to do this.
Oh,
And then now what happens is the show will end, and now I'll get yelled at
Doggone girl
for
is
beating up the
Yeah,
company.
the doggone girl is mine. Fucking
terrible
asshole.
shite.
Ugh. The doggone skin lightener and thin nose are mine. Fucking creep. So happy. The doggone satin pillow's mine. Fucking weirdo. The doggone white kids are not mine.
the elephant bones are mine.
Yeah, the 80s and 90s weren't good to McCartney, but he's put out some really good work recently.
Your,
actually.
your catalog of music is mine.
Troy,
Yes.
if my wife can't go to the Paul McCartney show
Yeah.
at the Apollo Theater, I would love for you to be my guest.
Wait. Do we get a pair of tickets?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if she can't make it,
I have a plus
I would love
6.
to bring you.
Awesome.
Plus
Thanks, I
six.
appreciate it.
I honestly thought.
By the
I
way,
only got one ticket.
We already have a babysitter.
That's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine.
I
That was
was
just in
just
case it was a nice suggestion.
I was just thinking of
I'm
it.
bringing.
thanks.
I'm going to bring somebody, but it's my own contest. The chick with the biggest clit.
Yeah, we can have our own contest for the tickets
That's
we
not
have.
fair for small-clitted women or women from Darfur.
From the Sudan.
Dude, I was with this Darfur. Her small little spade shovel was used to just shovel
You
their
like it?
clit
You
out.
like them big, right? That's your
Little
thing.
gardening
Oh,
tool.
yeah.
Fat.
Yeah.
Garden
Dude, this
weasel
Puerto
her
Rican
clit
girl.
out.
I was with this Puerto Rican girl one time, and it was a big clip, but there was it looked like a miniature dickhead on the end of it.
Oh, yeah. You don't want that.
Jimmy loves that.
I do.
Jimmy, the girl is mine.
Is Jackie
Is he?
here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Been here.
Yeah, it was-
Oh, shit, I didn't see him in the line of sight. Where is he, down the hall?
If I don't see him, I don't know he's here. Jackie's here. There's
Yeah,
the Sorry, Jackie.
He's been here.
yeah, I was talking to him.
him up here then. Hey.
What? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Where were we with this, Troy?
Yeah, man. I mean, if I'll do anything
Oh,
for
yeah,
tickets,
yeah.
so whatever. If the opportunity comes up.
I honestly thought I was only getting one ticket, and I didn't even argue the point or question
You
it.
just assumed,
because I
right?
assumed like they just would throw me one bone. How do you absolutely know it's a pair?
I don't.
When I read that email,
Maybe it is
It
just
said
one.
nothing about 2 tickets.
Oh wait, I think
Flagpole, see if we get 2 tickets.
No, I my email said 2.
It's a plus 1.
Did it say 2 tickets? One for Opie and one for Anthony?
No, he.
I want to see if one.
He actually
fucking, I don't
acknowledged.
believe.
He acknowledged my wife to make it
I don't
a little more
believe
personal.
I'm
like
getting
he kind of
2
knows
tickets.
me, you know.
Oh, they're talking to me.
I bet I don't get 2 tickets.
Really?
Yeah. I bet because I'm not married or something. There's a rule. The lawyer said only married employees get 2 tickets.
No, you probably don't get 2 tickets because you're a jerk. No, you got a pair. We all got a pair.
Hey, do we have to do this contest or not? Because we only have a half hour to do it. Should we just do this one just in case?
Yeah, let's rock this one out.
Right?
Mention it once, and then for the love of Jesus,
hey,
don't
Jackie,
say
sorry,
it again.
It's very complicated.
Jackie,
today.
the Jokeman, modeling, making his way into the studio as we speak.
That's Kurt Metzger to your left.
Hi,
If you don't know
Kurt.
He's playing Caroline's this weekend.
He's tall and handsome and young. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Handsome, thanks.
Hello, Mr. Norton. Hello, guys.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
So let's get the word
We're
out
trying
there.
to get a contest thing going, but it's trying to run a contest by these fucking managers.
Well, I have my ideas.
Ridiculous.
I heard some of your show, so I have my ideas for your McCartney ticket.
Oh, okay.
I think you should give 2 tickets to the prettiest girl who gives the best blowjob.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy
really agree
brought
with
that
that.
up already, but I don't
right.
think management said
Yes.
management wants the blowjobs.
And then she has to try to collect them with a broken jaw. I just threw that in for my own. I just give her a right.
Her own pleasure.
Yes.
Would you like to hear my other suggestions?
Yes, Jackie.
Whoever brings an autographed photo of Pete Best.
Ah, see, that would be a good one.
How do we know
It's
it's,
not
an
too
actual
sexy.
photograph?
That would be
autograph.
Yeah, how we know it's not forged.
Wait, we have another
If somebody
answer?
goes to the trouble to forge it.
Because Pete Best will probably bring it in. I'd love to see him.
No, it's me.
He doesn't take my calls.
We now have to go to Erock because he has an answer to one of the many questions we have today. Erock.
Erock?
Because I eat too much.
Welcome to the club, Jim.
I know.
Oh, shit!
Whoa.
Oh, did he nail you?
I can't even argue. I've been eating like a pig, and it's showing.
Oh, Jimmy.
How does that feel? You hurt me.
All right, 1 out of what, a
I'm
million?
kidding.
hurt as
Erock,
much.
you didn't hurt me.
It never hurts as much as the food tastes good.
Low literal Erock. I'm just joking. You got me. You should get me.
By the way,
That was
speaking of
fucked up.
awful bodies, DeRosa last night.
Oh,
did some
DeRosa's
show
body
on
is
his-
his lack of
horrendous.
shoulders.
He was terrible.
Oh, dude, that partridge body of his. He was on stage. Dude, he was on stage doing a joke about, he goes, and I eat what I want, because my metabolism, his whole thing about his metabolism's good. It looks like he stuffed pillows into his fucking sweater before he went on. Like, Joe,
He's the metabolism of a fucking of a brick.
and he will not do a sit-up, dude. He'll decorate Billy's apartment and like cook, he'll do all that like swing bachelor shit. But he ain't
You're
doing a
missing the
sit-up.
obvious. He doesn't have shoulders.
Get the guy
just
that
goes
works his
straight down.
fucking Kermit arms to lift some.
Hey, go ahead, Erock.
Erock?
The answer to one of the questions.
Okay, so you don't have to give the tickets away today, but they need to have an answer today is what you want to do next week when you give it away, and it has to be approved.
It's
exhausting.
I love this.
I think it's going to be 10th and
Oh,
20th
do
caller,
I love,
man.
do I
Yeah.
love this stuff?
Why don't we just make an obnoxious number? Caller number 750.
Why don't you give the tickets to anybody whose name is Ringo?
Yes, with a legitimate Ringo. It's got to be on the license.
I wonder if one exists.
See, Jackie's thinking.
I
You
know.
already did like one leg people and shit like that? Or?
Oh, we tried to get
we
somebody
tried
that
it.
brings in a wooden leg. It didn't even make it down
Jackie,
the
how
hallway.
great is that idea?
I-
First person
I
with a
heard
wooden
that-
leg.
That's the only idea.
That's old school, right?
Yeah,
You
yes.
understand that shit.
It's perfect
But like
concept.
where where like
Yeah.
you
Perfect
abuse
for our
them,
show.
like like they can't go to the bathroom with their leg or some real McCartney shit. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
But then,
Could really get
no
rank.
chamber.
Yeah.
So
Whoever's
that
stumped.
idea was rejected before it even got out of your mouth, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. They heard
So
it.
you
And
left
Some
radio.
people have no sense of humor.
none.
You left Howard's show at a perfect time, my friend.
No, I left at the worst time because it was
Perfect
2
time.
months before. I'm a
Perfect
big
time.
Beatle fan. I really wanted to
Perfect
meet
time.
fucking McCartney, and he came on like a month after I left. That's pissed me off.
He heard you were gone.
Yeah. That fuck's
We can now
gone.
visit.
He's gone.
Wow. So now we got to come up with it and have it approved before we leave today. See, that sounds like something I don't want to do on a Friday.
Brainstorm and the
Yeah, I fucking
Guys,
going home.
brainstorm.
Now they're playing into our weakness.
I know. See what they're doing?
They're playing into our weakness.
They know. They know
want
we're
us
out
to
of here.
just.
I leave cartoon character smoke behind me when I leave on a Friday. You actually hear.
I have
Gone.
the world's worst possible suggestion, but since we're sitting here and you've
Let
been
it
through
fly,
you
please.
keep saying, what's another idea to run up the flagpole? Why don't you give the tickets to somebody that actually shows up at the fucking building with a flagpole?
Run us up the flag.
Somebody that goes to trouble to come to New York City with a flagpole. It's kind of funny, right?
It really
like a
is.
full-size flagpole.
Yeah, it's got to be at
can't
least
be a
20
little
feet.
one.
Right,
It's
people
got to be at
like,
least 20 feet.
regulation
It'll call
flagpole.
attention to Sirius and to the show, right?
Got to be a giant flagpole.
Now we can't do that because it got mentioned once. Once you mention it once on the air, you can't say it twice.
They really got to cut
Oh, it's
somebody's
fucking horrible,
balls
dude.
off. You know, on Jackie's joke on all the time. Hey, that's a great joke. You get a Jackie's Tuckman joke machine. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You know,
Yeah, what are you
it's not
doing?
fair to the orphans in Alaska. Blow me.
Fuck them.
Jesus Christ.
You can't just give out shit anymore like that?
It can't be
So
a contest.
weird.
You can only bequeath it. It's
what
been
is
4
that?
years. I still have no fucking. I just say it. I say, look, you get something.
Yeah.
Give me your
Fuck it.
address and go to the mailbox and we'll see what happens.
Something might turn up there.
Some jerk started all that.
But it's some fucking contest pig who sued in terrestrial
Yeah.
radio, and then satellite is just kind of picking up on the cue. You know, it's some fucking dirtbag that sued, and now nobody else wants to get sued.
I'll tell you, it sucks because when they first started the internet, this guy approached me and I had something to do with his website, and you don't know the power this thing's going to have. And he says, "Hey, why don't you let me give away a modem on my website and call it a Jackie Martling giveaway?" Whatever it was, he promised somebody a modem that he was going to give him, and he reneged. His site closed down a week later. The fucking guy that he didn't give it to, I swear to you, I think he's still bad-mouthing me on the internet.
Jackie didn't give me a modem.
Where's my 8-track player and my modem?
Honest to God.
14.4 modem.
You know the thing about if you sign autographs for 100,000 people and the one person you say, listen, I'm really tired, I got to get to the airport, my mother's dying of cancer, that person's going to tell everybody for the rest of your life what a cocksucker you are.
Yeah.
You know?
You should get cancer. You should only
Dude,
get
people
cancer.
are fucking horrible for any free shit. One time I warmed up, and I'm a terrible warm-up guy, by the way, but I warmed up. I just got fired off marriage ref like 5 minutes on. And I was
Really?
yeah.
That's
But
it.
You didn't last the whole day?
No, dude, not at all.
Oh, shit.
They gave me like the dead man walking, like the whole deal.
How did you know you were fired?
Because everybody just got real weird when I got off. And it was like,
It wasn't that you used Jerry and cunt in the same sentence.
dude, I really.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think I sucked. I was visibly nervous, but I didn't think I didn't nail it in like 4.5 minutes or whatever it was.
And you know when you were up there, they were still talking. They were all talking like, "Oh, do you think?"
Because he's watching it, you know. They're like, it wasn't Jerry, but it had to be, dude. He's controlling things.
He's not even funny.
But they said, I was like, listen, I don't do warm ups. You understand that, right? And they're like, yeah, they want a comic. It was this guy Joey Cola who does do that.
He's great at that, yeah.
Yeah,
He
well,
really
they,
is
well,
great.
they thought he was too warm uppy. So they brought
Too
me in.
warm uppy.
Well, now he's back.
And you weren't warm uppy enough.
He was too good at his job.
Yeah.
Did
That's
Joey
like
hold
the
him up for
official-
more money?
I hope he did, dude. That's really like NBC's official. Like, take the guy that's good in his spot the fuck
Yeah,
out of there and get a guy no one wants and blame him.
We don't want the guy
Wow.
that's good at his job. We want the guy like the guy who's good at his job.
Yeah. Don't get the guy. Get someone that's his type.
Jesus.
What the fuck
But
is that?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire I did one time, filling in. And it's like a circular thing. It's daytime, the Meredith Vieira one. These people are such animals for a fucking T-shirt that you'd never wear anywhere. A Who Wants to Be a Millionaire T-shirt.
Yeah.
And they scream and they get pissed, dude. Like, if I fuck up who I'm throwing the T-shirt to.
It was for me.
There's old women like cursing me out, dude. And like Meredith Vieira looked at me funny and her face crinkled up like, ugh. I had no idea how wrinkly she was, by the way, until she scowled at me. She just looked at me like, wow, they can't hide that.
People are like that. The minute you say to any crowd anywhere that you have free anything, but especially a
shit.
free T-shirt, the crowd it gets a life of its own, like at a ball game
damn,
or the
you're right.
It's a fucking T-shirt. How many T-shirts you got? I throw
T-shirt.
away, the more you throw away, the more you have.
You should just charge for those McCartney tickets. That's the best.
Just
That's
sell
really
them.
the best.
Run
right
on the
there.
flagpole. Can we sell them?
Yeah.
And then just buy shit for ourselves. Fuck them.
We want to trade him for kitty porn. Is that allowed?
Barter. That's a
trade.
Remember barter?
Your best kitty porn.
A duffel bag of child porn that weighs at least 8 pounds.
You want to hear the
You gotta
most?
come with a laptop with the best scene, you know.
Want to hear a hilarious scumbag thing that fucking Big J Ogerson has a scumbag. We were doing the Steve-O shows at Caroline's.
Yeah.
And we're talking about porn. Or we're talking about like Coke or something because Steve-O, you know, he's sober. I was like, the worst thing I ever did when I was doing Coke a lot was I jerked off to horse porn. Like, not like I happened upon it, like I actively sought it out. Yeah, and I was
Who
like,
did you want to be in the movie? That's the.
oh man, I don't know. There was
Excuse
anyway.
me, can I have a different seat?
Yeah, so but, all right, so that's but that's the reaction to that. So Jake goes, I look at horse porn all the time. What are you fucking talking about? And then Gino Bisconti next to me goes, "You really watch that?" And then Jay says this without thinking, he goes, "You probably like overproduced porn though, dude." Overproduced, he called it.
Overproduced?
You know, two humans. I'm
not a fan of the overproduced shit.
No, I just like a fucking.
Into it.
I like a pussy and some oats.
Was that the first real disgusting porn? Like a million years ago, I think it was on VHS. The German girl blowing the pony. Wasn't that the king of all?
And that was the most taboo shit you were ever going to see back then.
My God.
Yeah.
I still don't feel right after seeing that.
But,
dude,
now it's nothing.
No.
Did you?
It's just nothing.
Jimmy, you did that David Tell thing, right? The porno show.
Porn
he's working
on
on.
Showtime, yes.
But these old porn stars, dude. Did you see with Seika? Oh, you were in the
I did with
Seika one,
Seika,
dude.
yeah.
Seika looks like she's a cooking show now, dude.
Yeah, she's definitely she's definitely a little older. She's in her 50s. She came out with me and Dave did we watched her movies and we comment on them, kind of like Mystery Science Theater. And it's just me and Attell on a couch, and then she comes out and talks about it. It was cool though.
Oh, cool.
That's fun.
It was fun. It sounds it's an original idea. It's like to do that with porn is perfect for him.
Yes.
We have to take one more break, and then we're gonna
okay
go to the end. So
and my tickets go on sale. Can I plug that in 27 minutes for January 15th, the Saturday show that's been added with myself, Bill Burr, Jim Brewer, and David Tell
What a
at
monster
the
show, man.
at the event center at the Borgata, theborgata.com.
That's a monster show.
Yeah,
it's going to sell out. First one did in less than a day or about a day.
30 hours, yeah.
And this one's going to go real fast.
I think so.
And then we got Kurt. First time Kurt's been on our show. Kurt Metzger fits
At
in
Caroline's
well.
tonight.
Caroline's
Yeah,
through the weekend, right?
just tonight.
Oh, just tonight.
I'm just filling in for Tracy.
Okay.
But, I'm doing New Year's at Caroline's, and I'm on the show Ugly Americans, if you watch that.
I auditioned for that and didn't get it. But I'm happy you did.
Who'd you?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
And our pal Jackie the Jokeman.
Yeah, there's way too many tickets still available for the Mohican Sun on Saturday night, 8 p.m. I'll be there. Way too many available. Plenty of room.
Dude,
bring a fucking picnic basket.
What's worse than asking for counts? I fucking hate asking. So it's like, are you talking to your agent? Like, hey, what's the count? It's like, you never want to.
You don't want to know.
Fuck yeah.
No, that's one of those things when you call, like, I got a machine. You know?
My agent one time, I had a fan. Never listen to the dumb fans. I was doing this gig and they're like, dude, it's sold out. And I'm like, really? And Kenny goes, there's a problem. The show can't get put on sale yet on the website. Like I had no tickets sold. And this asshole fan got my hopes up. It's sold out, dude.
Yeah, somebody says that when you know there's no possible way. So, I called up and the phone was busy. You know. The worst thing that ever happened to me in my fucking life, I went away with Rodney to Las Vegas in 1980. And, you think at some point you become, you're new in show business when you think at some point you become somebody and none of that shit matters again. And we show up and we take the limo from the airport and we walk into the Aladdin. The first fucking thing he did was ran to the ticket office at house sales. And I'm like, motherfucker, it never ends. It'll never end. And that was the worst day of my life.
You realize if he's doing it,
Jesus.
that's it.
Dude, I just got fucking ripped off of Mohegan Sun, by the way, because it was a
what?
Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt, we'll talk about that after this.
Yeah, good.
This is the Opie Anthony Show.
Full house again today. Kurt Metzger, first time on the show, doing a great job. Gonna be at Caroline's tonight in place of Tracy Morgan. We got Jackie with just a few tickets left for his big show at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, I'm in place of Tracy Morgan.
Have you played the casinos yet?
I've been to Foxwoods, but I haven't been to Mohegan Sun, so I'm looking forward to it.
I like that casino. I'm not a big gambler, but I like the vibe up there. It's all right.
I like any casino.
Yeah, Anthony's a big fan of casino.
I like any casino.
I like the Mohegan Sun, but I prefer Foxwoods, of course.
Foxwoods is your place,
they
right?
paid me, yes.
Dude, these people, I did this Mohegan Sun show. They tell me I'm co-headlining with.
Oh shit, you're gonna trash him. I forgot.
Here we go.
I'm not gonna trash it, but
it's gonna kill Jackie's show tonight. You know that, right?
Is it what?
They're gonna yank him.
Are they really?
No.
I do. No. I really will just shoot my mouth off and fuck it up.
No, that'd be good because then I owe you one, and we got
it wasn't them. It wasn't Mohegan Sun. It was whoever I did this.
Jackie, your pal's on.
Look who's on.
Baba Booey's on.
Mohegan Moon.
Duck out of this Mohegan thing I started.
Gary's promoting his book, which is doing very, very well.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I read it on the treadmill.
Did he
looks
did
like
he
he
on
lost weight.
purpose get the author facial hair going?
My God.
That's hysterical. Look,
He's got an author goatee.
I'm an author now.
He's got a salt and pepper
I also do
goatee.
unauthorized biographies of homosexual artists.
Let me. He's got a pipe and elbow patches as he goes. Let me tell you the origin of Baba Booey.
Jacket with leather
many
elbow patches.
years ago.
Did you ever think that he would be writing a book there, Jackie?
Yeah, I don't know.
He had to.
I guess I knew he was going to. I'm on the treadmill and I'm reading about the times I broke his balls, and it's really fun.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He had
That's
Scott,
cool.
the engineer, at his wedding, and he said, "All right, Scott, you could be the DJ at my wedding, but don't do any of that dopey shit that you always do. Like the hands up and the different
dopey wedding
shit.
right?
The electric slides?
Yeah, exactly.
That's fun, though.
Don't do that. So we're at the wedding, so I go and grab Scott, and I say, Scott, Gary had a complete change of heart. He wants you to do hands up.
Oh, Christ.
And all of a sudden, Scott's all excited, and we're at the Glen Cove at the Met, that room, the Met, and the DJ booth was up on a rise, and all of a sudden, Scott's running up to his DJ booth with all the glasses and everything, and Gary's like, what's he doing? And all of a sudden, Scott's got everybody doing it. Gary wanted to fucking kill me, man.
Oh, that's great.
Hands up, everybody, hands up. Gary and Mary, that was their fucking nightmare that Scott would do. Well, we'll get Scott as long as he doesn't do that shit. And I'm reading about it in print, and I'm saying, good.
That's fantastic.
Well, why would you do that if he didn't want you to?
Doesn't get the joke, guy.
It's great fun.
And Jimmy's tickets go on sale in 12 minutes.
Yes, for January. I'm glad we wanted to do a late show Sunday, and they said, just do Saturday, which is much better. It's a different night.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm hearing Boy Gary had a weird mom, too, huh?
Yes.
Weird mom.
Fucking.
I'm being polite, yeah. But
she was crazy. I mean, and he talks about it in the book, and he was.
we might have a little bit.
How crazy?
I think we have something in common.
Yeah. I think we should.
I think we all do.
Jimmy,
Did you have a crazy mom?
Oh, please.
Jimmy interviewed Gary.
I did 40 minutes with him. Yeah, he was great.
On
the Raw Dog show when I had that,
Yeah.
And he was very open about it. He talked about his brother dying. It was great. The book is really it's honest. It's not
He looks
just
so distinguished on TV now. What the fuck? Like he's got the gray temples and
that's because none of us are in the room with him.
Is that it?
He is really a gentleman, though. Like he's an author type gentleman.
Author.
I'm like, so what made you want to do the book on being Baba Booey? He goes, well, the creative process. No, he was
his horrible. They're showing his horrible throw.
That throw is
it's legendary bad.
It really is funny.
That passed the Bobby Thompson thing a long time ago.
He should have sang the national anthem.
But did he do it on purpose?
No.
You never want to fucking not make that pitch.
The face gave away that he didn't. He turned around. And that no one could feign humiliation like that.
Right.
He was just bummed out. He
Wasn't
fucked up.
his kid standing next to him?
No, he was videotaping from the side.
You want to make that pitch.
Yeah.
You want to make it look like you're a major league pitcher.
My
when you do
girlfriend and I watched it together. And I was just howling, and she goes, "Oh!" And then she saw the kid. She goes, "Oh my God, his kid must have been so humiliated."
I would never
like,
take
that's-
that. Because I can't
And he
throw. I would
waited
never
until
do
the
that.
day of internet and YouTube
Yeah,
so that
yes,
it would instantly be in front of every human being on the planet.
It will never go away.
I was
It's
surprised
there
nobody
forever.
on the Stern Show teased him about it.
Oh God! Yeah, right.
Kind of went right under the radar, didn't it? Yeah. Jesus.
What is fucking better than a good radio beating when you fuck up? It's like, because there's hours to kill.
As long as it's not you, it's terrific.
I can't believe you're saying that to me. Jesus Christ.
It's great though, right?
What was your best beating on the radio there, Jackie?
Of course, the apology.
Oh,
What was the apology?
God, the apology was great.
And the truth of it is, nobody to this. I got a literary agent. I'm writing my book, and I'm most excited about getting that fucking story out. The night before we were going to be do our big funeral for John DeBella in Philadelphia, we'd become number one in Philadelphia, and so Howard had a suite, and we're all in the suite getting drunk, and he had Jessica Hahn in the suite next door. And he called her up and said, she said, Howard, do you want me to come over? He said, yeah, come over and take a bath. So she came over and got naked and took a bath. And she says, come on, Howard, come in here with me. He said, I can't go in there. My wife will kill me. So me and Billy and Fred and Gary were all sitting there. We'd been drinking all the way on the bus from New York to Philly. So I'm loaded as hell. And he says, I can't get in there. My wife will kill me. He says, somebody come with me. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take a fucking bullet for the team. I'm going to leave on my underwear and my jeans. No foul. So we go over there, and
No
Howard gets
foul.
down to his underwear. I got on my jeans and my underwear. We climb in the bathtub. I was behind her. He was in front of her. Probably 30 seconds. And I might be exaggerating. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But the next morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, Howard let go. He made it sound, it's genius. He made it sound like a full-scale fucking orgy went on. And I never got a chance to say, by the way, Jackie had his blue jeans on. So Nancy got 100 calls from everybody about this orgy we had.
I think the most famous thing
And
ever heard was, I want to apologize to my wife.
And that's what it was.
That line is just ingrained
I didn't know
in
what
people's
to do.
heads.
She was going to kill me, and it wasn't her idea. It was my idea. The therapist said, I said, we're going to Europe. We have a week's vacation in Europe. Her sister's getting married. She said, get her on the get her on the plane.
Please don't make a mockery of
Right.
this.
So the first thing in the morning,
it's just,
I said,
it
Howard,
was so douche chilly.
Howard, give me the air. And I said, I just want to apologize to my wife Nancy. And it was really heartfelt. It was my idea, but everybody for the next 20 years, what a bitch she was to.
Are you still married?
To beat you up and make you do that. No, but she's still my good pal.
20 fucking
He
years
gets along
you
with
took
his
shit
ex,
for that.
which is
Fantastic.
strange. I always find that strange when someone could get along with their ex.
I'm
just saying. I mean,
if
if it
love
works for you, great.
We were pals before we worked together, and then we worked together, and then we couldn't resist fucking each other, and So
No, you couldn't resist fucking her. She gave in. That's the way it is with women.
She was drunk. She was asleep. Okay.
As
She
you
was
tell,
past that.
as you're telling that story, Fran Tarkenton just walked.
That's
on
why I
by.
snuck out before to grab a picture
Fucking
with her.
legend.
My ex-girlfriend and I are friends too. And I fucked a relationship up, and we became friends again. And I'm glad. So sometimes you like the person.
I'm friends with all of them.
Yeah, it's
You got a lot of
with all
history,
them?
I used to not.
They get
well,
you
yeah, I used
jobs,
to-
Can't be.
I haven't
not with
been
all
that
of them.
many. I haven't been with that many.
I'm friends with like
girlfriends though.
one.
Just
That's
one?
it. Yeah.
Well, friends. I mean,
And it
I'm
took,
friendly.
like-
I don't like call
No,
them
like
a lot.
friends. Yeah, with only one, and that's just because like a couple of years went by first, and then we kind of became friends
definitely.
again. Because right after, you don't want to know what the fuck they're doing, what they're
This
who
last
they're
chick.
talking to, whatever. But then after a while, you could kind of, oh, how you been, whatever.
Yeah, I can't believe it. This chick threw me, I was on the lead. I used to just live off girlfriends, the whole first 8 years I lived here. So I'm living in a loft with this girl. Every time she got mad at me, she would just throw me out of the house. And I'd be homeless.
That'll keep you in line, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I could have just got my shit together and moved out, but I was a dickhead. So I stayed out. This is when Attell still drank, and I stayed out all night with him. And I get back at 5. And this bitch had my Xbox. She smashed with a hammer.
Oh,
she had my
damn.
Xbox and a hammer laying, proudly. She laid it out for me.
Displayed, wanted you to know exactly what had happened.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I didn't hit her, dude, but I remember grabbing her by the throat and
Wow, you really did?
I mean, I really didn't when I think about it, the amount of fights we got, I could have just killed
just killed
I'm
her.
so lucky that I didn't just go overboard and do a. Because
Would
really
you get
would've been-
physical?
And only if she got physical with me first, because she would do that. She would
Goon
peg
arm?
me.
You have a goon armor girl?
Dude, she pegged me in the nuts with a jar of peanut butter one time.
Why, she
I
hit the
don't
dog?
want to depress you, but if you had killed it, you'd probably be out by now, and you'd have a book.
You think so?
Made for TV movie,
I'm not
too.
savvy like that, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be,
Think media.
Yeah,
of course.
That is bad, man.
Yeah, we got a dog with her, so now we're friends, and I pick up
really?
the dog like it's a child.
What, joint custody?
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a text. I got to do this one. Need some quick cash? You could easily get $1,200 wired into your bank account today.
Wow.
I got a text like that the other day.
For info, just reply back the word pay. Should I do it?
Can I get my
Oh,
phone?
yeah.
$1,200.
That won't put you on any lists where they'll send
They
more of
almost
those
got
to
me,
you.
man. I got
You
an
almost
email
had?
that said, we don't have the proper information to wire the $4,000 into your account. Now, I know I don't have $4,000 coming, but it was asking me about my bank, and it had a replica of the bank's website.
Right.
And I said, wait a minute. Nobody, and I called the bank, and they said, no, they're just trying to get your information. And I was this close, because we're all optimism.
Yeah.
All you can think of is a fucking monopoly, bank error in your favor.
Your favor,
You know what I mean?
collect.
But thank God I called and said, no, don't give them any fucking passwords or
You can
anything.
usually tell from the URL. You don't have the S for secure, and usually the URL is fucked up.
Dude, also, if
I
they- yeah.
my bank will send me, or the phony bank will send me something that looks just like it, and you're supposed to put in your
Right,
password
yeah.
to get online, and it's like, this isn't it, and they say
Yeah.
they will never send you anything
Yep.
asking for your personal information.
No, but PayPal did recently, so I gave it to him.
Oh, good.
You know, I should have been thinking because the email return address was this is not really your bank at this is not really your bank.com. You know, but it never.
Or
I never-
Nigerians. Nigerians are great.
It was when you always
Meatspin.com.
get a God bless you, dude. That's
Yeah.
how you know. You get a little like, and God bless you. When
Yeah.
you're, that's how you know immediately
and
they're trying
some
to
of
steal from
the
you.
spelling or grammar is a little off. You know, you need to have more money. What? Do I need to have more money?
How about when you get an email from a friend that maybe an acquaintance or a friend that you know that you thought you respected? It's like all of a sudden you see a friend and then you see they're wearing a cross and like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Somebody sends you an email in capital letters. This is real. I saw it on the Today Show. I'm like, oh, motherfucker.
You get hacked when
really,
that happens.
you know.
Bam.
Well, you know what?
Bill Gates is going to send you $1 a day for the rest of your life. This is real. It was on the
Yeah,
Today Show.
it's an email testing thing, and he's going to send you $1,000
A
for
free iPhone, an iPad.
Yeah, is
Dear
that going to
Harry,
happen?
you are my friend, but now that I realize you're a fucking idiot, maybe
I always go to Snopes.com. It gives you the rumors and bullshit that's happening.
To go on,
and copy paste, send it right back to the person and go, here's what you just sent me, and here's what really, what's the real
see,
deal.
you're a
It's
nice
fake.
guy. You go to all that trouble.
And I call him a scumbag, though.
Do you ever go on what is it, like 319 Eater or some because that's
Oh,
an
yeah,
infest
the scam,
scam,
yeah.
and they just draw these people out and then get them to send pictures with like they're holding
Oh,
fish
it's
on their head and
fantastic.
shit.
Yeah, people could just string them on. Yeah, I just need a little more information about the money you want to send me. Oh, yes, we send you lots of money. Just need... and how people fall for this shit is amazing. Because they
That's
are
it.
making money.
It's a lot of
Old
religious people, dude.
A lot of old people.
Religious people. People
Yeah.
that believe stuff are believers down the line.
Oh, really? Is
Remember
that how that
preacher's
works?
wife that shot her husband and they didn't know why she snapped? Because she lost their fucking money to some guy that was, God bless you, your funds are coming in. And they just believe shit. My mother's like that. She's still religious.
Really?
She believes... She was this asshole Gary Null or something for like vitamin therapy or some bullshit. But every stupid thing you could just believe, like vaccination causes autism. Everything she just
Do you
believes
talk
it.
to her? Do you go, what
There's nothing that can be done. That's
Really?
like her, like how I smoke pot constantly. That's her thing.
That's her
it really
pot.
is.
My grandmother said, Jackie, I sent $10 to Billy Graham and he's going to do a prayer especially for me. And I'm like, okay, Grandma, like it's you don't have $10, but if he's going to do a prayer especially for you, if it makes you feel good. All of a sudden she says, look, he's going to do it. And she turns on the television. Billy Graham is in Yankee Stadium. It's packed. And he goes, and now here's the prayer for all you people that sent you $10. And I'm going, ka-ching,
There
ka-ching.
it is.
She turns to me and I'm like, oh, you can't refute it. Because it made her feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
So what the fuck?
Shouldn't they get compensation
And then
for that
she dropped
therapy?
dead right on my feet.
that was it.
But Kurt,
what
you
a
should
name.
tell them what you used to do. Kurt has a very interesting backstory.
Oh, yeah, I was Jehovah's Witness my whole life, dude. So I didn't like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was like a minister technically when I was like 20 and 21. Before I went to college. And
Really?
So
Let's make
No
it feel at home.
Christmas, no holidays.
Well, that
right?
shit, I mean, I still to this day don't give a shit about it. It's really
I don't
nice.
give a shit about it,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of time out.
Well, I
Time
have to
off.
do it
It's
now.
time off from work. Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit either.
At what age?
That was the least
what
bad
age,
part
What
of
age
that.
did you start, though?
So from birth, dude. I did
So
my
you,
whole life.
you didn't know any better.
Yeah,
And then,
I just-
what changed that made you go, fuck that?
I went to college and started fucking pussy. I mean, it wasn't like,
That'll do it.
you know,
Always.
I was so
Always the
ashamed of
problem.
myself. And
Yeah. So it's like clitoris witness always wins out.
It's really amazing how well that
Look
worked.
at it.
You really got to stay in that environment to fucking.
Yeah.
Jehovah's Snatch.
All right, I'm in.
Oh my god!
It's like the Amish. When
Yeah,
they lose
yeah.
their fucking minds.
Rum
When-
Estella or
Yeah,
something?
rum spring. But they give
what?
them a rum
They give
spring
them a month or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not
it's
a
like when
fair-
Spock does that amok time.
Dude, it's
and
such a
loses
fake-
his fucking shit and has
put
to
a
fuck
goatee.
something. Yeah, he turns all evil.
But it's a false choice, dude. Because it's like what happened with me is you brought up in this shit, so you're sheltered from everything, like the world they call it. And they go, you don't want to be out there where it's so terrible. So those Amish kids, they go, see how terrible the world. They've been in a fucking farm their whole life, and it's scary to go somewhere for fucking
Right,
2
right.
days.
All of a sudden
of course
you're
you're gonna
not,
run home.
So you
Yeah.
run home.
Yeah, like of course you're gonna do. It's not a real fucking choice, but at least
Interesting.
one thing about Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't get involved in politics, and they're not after your money. So there's two things that kind of sets them apart.
But when,
other than
when they knock on that door, though,
Yeah, yeah.
motherfucker, I just want to fucking kill him.
Well, that's of course.
Stop.
Well, they're only because it's like almost like a good marketing thing because the people that are going to be happy who knock on their door are going
Does anyone go, wow, thank God you're here? I was
That's
really
the thing,
looking
dude.
for this.
They're looking for the
lot of
people.
people do,
Yeah,
right?
there's
Do they
people that are sitting
really?
there like, because just if you hit the odds and you're like, oh Lord, send me a message, you might get a little knock if they cover enough area. You know what I mean? It's just numbers.
Were you a knock guy?
Oh yeah, dude, from when I was like 6.
6?
Yeah.
Did you
Uncle
get
Paul.
used to the rejection?
He's got inverted nipples, so people going, get the fuck
I really do have inverted nipples, by the way.
Now you know why. Jackie
I
just
never
told you
realized why I had that. Well, you ever have knocking? You ever see like the magazines, like the Watch Down Away? You show up and in the magazine, like the hook is you hold up the magazine, like, would you like to live in a place like this? And then there's like a, like a table of fruits and vegetables, and like they're high-fiving a dolphin or something great. And then like you're like, of course I would. It looks like Hawaii, and you're like, oh, I'd love to live there. And then that's how you're supposed to shoehorn the rest of it in.
Jesus, unbelievable!
Wow.
I mean, they didn't believe in like hell too. I'll give them that. It's not like some of these fucking born again religions where you're gonna, it's not like we told people they're going to be tortured for not being a member.
I think as long as you find a priest on your deathbed, you're fine though. So
there you go.
That's what I'm counting on.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
I hope he doesn't get stuck in traffic.
Isn't it amazing, by the way, how unfair that shit works?
No
that, like,
kidding. That's
fucking
ridiculous.
Jeffrey Dahmer's going to heaven according to these fucking Pentecostals, but my grandmother is in hell right now because she forgot to like do it the born again way.
Right.
But Dahmer did it, so that's how the rules work. Like you get to go down.
That's what happens.
I'm not a big fan of organized religion.
My father was never
disorganized
religious,
religion.
but he had a minister right there when he passed away.
You know,
The
take a chance.
fucking minister was standing on his oxygen hose. I'm sorry, I got to get in a few stupid jokes.
I like that shit. Jimmy's holding his nose.
No, I'm not.
He hates my jokes.
Not at all.
No, you were like this.
No, I have my hands cupped over the mic.
You know what?
You all right?
Yes.
I didn't think it had anything to do with Jackie. I thought it had something to do with what you were looking at.
I don't know if Kurt, you know this, but my grandfather was one of the survivors of the Titanic. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
He was in his room fucking an inflatable doll. And
What luck!
Wow. What a wonderful story for a convention of Jehovah's Witnesses.
That must have been tough, though. Were you ever
go to
jealous as a
meetings.
kid, though?
The only thing that sucked is you go to meetings 3 nights a week. Then you have these conventions and be in Philly at fucking Veterans Stadium in open sun. And they just go for like 5 fucking hours. And then they want you to take notes. Like, my mother was such a fucking bitch about me taking notes of this dumb shit. Like, Jesus is good. Yeah, I got it, Mom. It's good. I'm taking. Oh, my God.
was it competitive? Like, all the people went door to door? Like, how many did you get? How many did you get?
It just breaks down like every other thing. There's like little hierarchy within a. So, like, the pioneers are the ones who do that shit all day.
Oh, that's Eddie. He can really knock on a door.
Yeah, so they were like, there was like cliques of whatever. Then there was like a clique of like cool Jehovah's Witnesses kids that were like getting tattoos and doing bad shit secretly.
Wow.
That I was never cool enough to hang out with.
You paid attention to the rules. You were good.
I think just I wouldn't have. It turns out I wasn't good. Like as soon as somebody gave me the opportunity
To get the fuck out.
yeah, I was just rejected. Like I totally would have broken the rules. And I was like,
But you're a big guy. He must have scared the shit out of people when he
nah, dude, I
knocked
was
on
a
the
pussy.
door.
I was,
like,
they raised you to be a pussy, dude.
So you
you
discovered,
declawed like a declawed cat at an early age.
but you're not a
can't
pussy.
even-
That's obvious. So you discover pussy, actual pussy, and that's what got you out of that whole thing. What your parents? How did the parents handle
my mom
that?
was well. A lot of people's families don't talk to them, but I mean, I was like, basically, go fuck yourselves if you don't like it. Like, I'm not. I wanted to do I started doing stand up, and I liked it so much that I didn't really give a shit. So, but my mom came around, she didn't like not talk. That would have hurt her.
Is she
way
still
worse.
doing it?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she stayed.
And your
She's the only
dad's
one-
not in the picture?
My dad died.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but but that kind of ruined him. Like my dad. He didn't do what he wanted with his life, I always felt like, and he just like drank himself to death. And he got kicked out of the religion because he was such an alcoholic.
Kicked out of the religion? Jesus.
Yeah, you get disfellowshipped if you're too much of a fucking disgrace.
Disfellowshipped.
Disfellowship.
Oh, disfellowship?
Like shunned or,
That
you know.
sounds fucked
He was going
up.
door to door knocking and saying, "Have you got any Budweiser?"
Fuck Jehovah, I'm thirsty.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn.
I'll give you a fucking pamphlet for a shot.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
All have our crosses to bear, don't we?
So to speak.
So to speak.
Jimmy, how are tickets?
I don't know, but
They're
are
on
on
sale
sale
right now.
now.
Right now.
The fuck now.
Now.
Go get them. Where? How can they get 'em?
TheBorgata.com.
Sell.
Borgata.com.
Also, my Boston Wilbur Theater show is on sale at noon today, and San Francisco for March is on sale tomorrow morning.
Right. And gentlemen, would you like to please tell people where you're going to be?
Caroline's on Broadway tonight at 8.
For Kurt Metzger.
You can see me substitute headline if you want.
Substitute headline.
And I just want to jump in here. Kurt, very funny guy, and he works with the show. We look forward to having your back, sir.
Cool, thanks, buddy.
Real funny comic, and he'll be
Definitely.
at Caroline's tonight in place of Tracy Morgan. He's doing Greg Charles a favor, so if you're in the area, please stop by and check it out. You're not going to be disappointed. And then Jackie's got that sold-out show at
Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan Sun. So
Mohegan
we
Sun.
don't even have to promote that, right, Jackie?
Don't even have to.
When are you there? Tonight, tomorrow, both?
No, just Saturday night at 8 o'clock and December 15th at the Rainwater Grill up in Hastings-on-Hudson. I'm doing a benefit for the Broadway Training Center, and I have a date with Carol Baker.
Oh, you do?
Who's that?
Carol Baker, like in Marilyn Monroe and Jane Mansfield. She was like 80 years old now. And she's
wow.
So you're
she's
going
my
on a
date
date.
girl. Her daughter, Blanche Baker, is an actress, and she's a good friend of mine. So I actually am going up there. I have a date with Carol
Look
Baker.
at you.
She was above
After the Cougars.
She was above Jimmy Stewart in How the West Was Won.
Oh, wow.
Jackie, would you?
What?
Would you?
Just for the story?
Have I, you mean? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Would you?
Yes.
I French
Would you
kissed
pop in a
Florence
digit?
Henderson. I had a hard on the fucking midget could have swung.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is she sexy in person?
Oh, no. No, the truth is, she was 70 years old. She was absolutely adorable and an incredible kisser. I swear to God. It was like a college girlfriend.
How'd you make out with her? How'd you do that?
I was in a movie, and we were the background of, her grandson was doing a racetrack deal, and I was her boyfriend, and we had to be making out. She was licking mustard and ketchup off my face, and we're making out and eating hot dogs. We did it for 5 different takes times 3 different camera angles. We're just, making out. Venus in Vegas. It's going to be out in DVD. It was 3 years ago. It's finally going to be out. Venus in Vegas.
They'll probably be on Comedy Central in the afternoon.
Just a clip of me. And there's a rumor going. No, I did not finger her.
Why not? That is the
Because she
rumor.
smacked my hand away. What are you, stupid?
I saw that on TMZ.
I got to make out with Nina Hartley, the porn chick, in a comedy.
Yeah.
With
I saw that
Brewer
one.
and Otto,
that
the
was
American
good.
Dummy. It was
I
fun.
love American
She was so
Dummy.
sexy.
Fuckable
She
dude,
grabbed my
definitely.
cock. 'Cause we went into the dressing room. It's a comic strip. And I'm like, at the end, like, Louis Black was supposed to be her husband. And I'm like, I didn't want to be a creep to a porn girl because I'm like, everyone probably treats her like a fucking piece of meat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when we kiss, I never kissed on camera. I'm like, are we supposed to... Do I use tongue? I
Do you
really
really
didn't
do
know.
it right?
And she goes, come here, man. She goes, we're supposed to be attracted to each other. And we just started kissing in the dressing room.
Wow.
She starts making out with me. She fucking grabbed my cock.
Oh, this is no cameras going. This
This
is
is before the cameras. She's like, we're supposed to be comfortable with each other. And then when we actually did it in the camera, she's got a fucking, she's like, come on, you know you want to. And she took my hand and put it on her tit. She was great.
Wow.
I was very
Her
turned
fluffing.
on.
That's like
Her
your
own fluffing.
doggy night.
Yeah, it was being
Really
It's like,
sexy
come
girl.
inside me.
Wow,
I'm
I could
fixed.
use that later.
That's nice.
Yeah, my wife's got an ass in her cock. Remember that? And they left it in.
I guess that's it for today.
Yeah, let's figure out this the McCartney thing.
Yeah, stick around for the Paul McCartney tickets.
Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus.